it live.
Good afternoon to all my Facebook fans, my followers over there on YouTube. Tonight we just want to welcome you again to another program of Together We Rise, Building Our Nation. And this afternoon I could not be more pleased to be here with one of my longtime friend, teammate, Mr. Mel Wint, and a man who have represented St. Elizabeth Technical High School, represented Jamaica at the first under 15 level. Man who have moved on with his life, become a family man, working with the Jamaica Defense Force, and an entrepreneur, businessman at the same time. He is that and so much more. So tonight, while we have him here on the program, we're just gonna see how much we can get into the life and the journey of Mr. Mel Wint. And guys, as you come in, you can ask your question. Just don't be afraid to type it in, participate, and share the live. So we just want to go straight in and say, welcome, Mr. Mel Wint, to the program. Together We Rise, Building Our Nation.
Yeah, Tal, man. Thank you for having me, man. It's a pleasure. I've been watching this program a couple of series now, and I'm just saying to myself, when will I be on this program, and getting an opportunity now to be on the program. It's a pleasure, And trust me, I always enjoy the program with the fellow STETHS person. It's always a wonderful, feeling to see the rest of STETHS person, and now I'm getting the opportunity to be on the program. It's a pleasure.
Well, the pleasure is all mine, Mr. Mel Wint. I call you Mutt, aka, nobody would know you as that name, because that name is a name that derived out of St. Elizabeth Technical High School, the cricket team. Everybody that goes to STETHS would have a nickname.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, we just want to welcome you to the program, man. But, we just want to kick it off quickly, Mel Wint, by just telling us and the audience, where you're from, how you got started into even developing the love for cricket. So just tell us the community where you're from and what type of community it is.
Well, I'm from a community by the name of, I'm from St. Elizabeth, as you know, from a community by the name of Knoxwood, right? Pretty close. Knoxwood between Burnsville and Mountainside, right? That's where I born and grew, right? Spent most of my years, right? Two states, right? Two states, that's where I live. Started in the army, and the first couple of years, that's where I live also. So I went to Knoxville Basic School, move on to Mountainside Primary School, right? I don't know how I started playing cricket, to be honest. And I don't have a family background that's play cricket, but I playing cricket from Mountainside Primary. We in those days we used to play with hardball. Even though at primary school, we still play hardball cricket. We play amongst primary school team like Hopewell Primary, Barbara Primary, I think Newcomb Valley, Sandybank Primary. Those school can't come out of my brain, And I can remember Barbara Primary is where I met my good friend, my best friend, Dalvin. He used to play for the Barbara Primary, and up to this day, still my good friend, from those days. So that is basically where it all started, where cricket is concerned. So I've been playing cricket from probably around 10 years old. Good competitive cricket from around 10 years old.
Well, Mel Wint, I just want to tell you, before we know we're gonna be talking about cricket, but this question gotta come pretty early, and this question was basically asked before we even get on the platform.
Yeah.
They said, I should ask Mel Wint, basically about athletics and why you always been hiding from Mr. Mike Olivier. Didn't know that you were an excellent athlete, so you wanted to tell us about that.
Boy, I tell you that a drama, boy, dude, you have enough time for that drama, because I playing cricket, I used to be afraid of Mike Olivier, right? Mr. Olivier is a rough man, and I used to see how he deal with his athlete. Everybody is afraid of Mr. Olivier. Big up Mr. Olivier, But so one day he spot me doing some sprinting. I don't remember where I was sprinting, but he spot me doing some sprinting. and he came over to me and said, I want you to join the track team. And because I'm afraid of him now, I just said, like I said, yes, probably to think that he would, leave me alone. But I said, that's the mistake I made, right? To tell him yes, because from that day, that man don't leave me. Basically, to simply put, he basically stalking me everywhere I turn in the school. More time I'm in classroom, I see that man peeping through the window, searching for me. I tell the tall place, and it was a stage where it turned out really sad because it reached a stage where a little incident happened where I was wearing like some shirt that is below the elbow. I know at STETHS you're not allowed to wear the sleeve the shirt sleeve below your elbow. But as a 10 grade, 11 grade, I see other people, you see his shocks men doing it, you know. I say, all right, because I in thing, I want to wear the three-quarter sleeve thing. And because I've not come into this training, it's like he want to pressure me now. He he tried to do everything to pressure me. So one day he saw me in the shirt sleeve, and he brought me in his office. I can't forget, in Mr. Ram office, in the Ram office, and have me sit down and tell me that, hey, he can turn me into a superstar. He told me some student that he would have coached, some national and thing, and he can turn me to one of those. He mentioned some name, and something, I don't know if it's the same. Don't remember, it's the same day, but something happened where he cut my shirt sleeve. He used what scissors to cut my shirt sleeve. Said that yeah, I think it's the same in the staff room. Yeah, cut my shirt sleeve in the staff room and said that it's too long. And same time now, Mr. Jonah Bennett, now JB, came by the staff room and saw my shirt tear, and he said that Mr. JB was saying I should go home like that to show my parents, and Mr. Olivier was saying I should go to the Home Economic Center to get it sorted out. One, I can't forget these things. One coach had my left hand, and the next coach had my right hand in the in the in the staff room, pulling me because JB was upset saying I should go home, and Mr. Olivier was saying I should go to the Home Economics thing to sort it out. We end up that I went to the Home Economic Center to get it sorted out. When I went there, basically to how it was sorted out, it was basically the shirt was basically damaged because it didn't sew properly. It was very very short and you know not straight. So basically, damaged. Went home, talked to my parents about it, reported to my parents, and the parents came by the principal office to have a meeting. So basically, the principal had a meeting with Mr. Watson and Mr. Olivier and my father, and he was saying that he's sorry, and the reason why he did it because he see the talent in me, and he didn't want the talent to go to waste. And nice story, And so from then, and yeah, the principal now gave me some. But the only sad thing about it is gabardine uniform. Gabardine in steps
Yeah,
in
man.
Canada is the worst thing, right? It easily damaged, and it's very very hot. So I got a lot of gabardine material from the principal, probably on 4 yard. Could build numerous shirt, but so from there on in though, he basically leave me alone. Best good friend after that. So we have from there on in remain at the time at STETHS. Good friend from that. But trust me. And even one day that man give me some punch in my belly. Me I tell you. Just line up. I don't remember what he was doing with the goalpost. Something was doing on the field, and man just line you up and just punch us a long time. I still didn't talk to you. Hey, the man just line you up to place and say, hey, lot of punches, man. I tell you. So, but trust me, everybody feel me to Oliver. Yeah, man. But I sometimes when I look at it, I say my Tapula did probably go take on track and field because in track and field nobody don't decide your destiny. Once you perform, You have to move on. In cricket now, no matter how you perform, you might not move on. But if you are if you win the race, you're the man who's going to make the Jamaica team or whatever the case is. Nobody can take it away from you. So sometimes I look at it, but cricket is what I really, really love, and I didn't, you know, I don't think I could manage track and field, but cricket is, my game up to this day.
Well, we are know that. So basically, you believe you're an athlete. If, in terms of athletics, you would be more of a sprinter or this that man. Cause we didn't know all of this,
Sprinter man. Sprinter man. Probably I would probably use next the same boat man. Sprinter. Very, very fast man. Up to this day. Very fast. Yeah man.
We just want to welcome Otis Smith and another pace bowler coming to the program. Otis same get punch from him as well.
Yeah, man, every man get punch. Just play sport man. Every punch from it.
Boy, I don't know, Mel. I don't know if I was lucky, or what. But I tell people, and people don't know this. Mike Olivier is the person who get me into States, and I did not come into States for cricket or anything,
High jump, you want to
No, Olivier get me into cricket for sprinting. 1, 2, and 4. I was champion boy at Rosal for years.
Oh.
And he actually sent somebody to get me. I was in the hills shooting bird when I heard somebody, at the foot of the hill calling out that I have to go take some picture because Mike Olivier need me at States.
Same man, determined man, the man determined.
Yeah. But but as you mentioned, high jump. I remember vividly Ash Wednesday when he sent me over because there was a few guys that was faster than me at the time. It was Latanel Williams, I believe, and we had Macri. Those two was pretty much faster than I was. They would actually be taking those first 2 spots. And he said, Ian, go train with Baker. And I remember doing high jump with Baker. And at a class 3, I cleared the height that Baker was clearing as a class 1 and actually got hurt after I go over the bar. And that was my beginning of my history at States. And my mother said that's it with track and field because I had to go to Kingston Public Hospital, one of those hospitals up there, serious injury. Over my head, I had to do a whole surgery and everything. And and Olivier, it didn't really bother me since then. The only thing that he said to me, Ian, you're so talented, but whenever you get a child, just bring the child so I could coach him. So wherever coach is, coach, I have 3 kids right now, so get yourself ready.
Yeah, man. I'll talk about that cut thing there, I remember my mother didn't want me to play cricket, my mother was very protective and never want to play cricket, and trust me. I talk about the cut thing there. I remember something. So while I was playing primary school cricket and training, always I come home late. A long time I come home late from school, from my primary school. I come home late, little youth, So I train a mountainside primary and me I keep on the ball fly through the web. And from that day, I talk about that, not talk from that day, when you catch the ball, they tell you to move your head from away out of the ball.
Yeah.
From that day, I learned once you catch the ball, move your head away from the ball. So a ball fly through the webbing and cut me right here, and I need to eye right here. When I go home, tell people, the mother says, see that? I tell you never play no cricket. I tell you if you start playing, you look at the eye and be things. And I say,
yep.
What should I talk about? Yeah, man.
That means, but you wasn't such a behaving child as I thought, because we look at you, you're very humble, because, to go against your mother, you have to be.
I love his sport, man. I love his sport, man. I don't know why. So despite she asked him to stop, but because she not give me a reason, because but she just no want to play, probably late evening thing and something, she don't want to play.
Well, that is probably my mother decided I had to stop on track and field, but because I was so talented, I decided I can't give up track and field and still give up cricket at the same time. I said, Mommy, well, I have to do one of the sports. I can't go to States and do a sports,
Yes,
so
man.
That's how, even though I came to States as a good cricketer, that's how, I guess you remember Punsi.
Yeah, man, Punsi, left hand batsman, man.
Yeah, so, we're 2 good cricketers came into, and I decided to have to do cricket. So
man.
That was my thing. So, Mel, tell me now, you said the ball fly through the webbing from them days. That means, so you were keeping from early out, you have to keep it down.
Long time. From my mountainside primary, I am the keeper. So, you know what I talk about. Long time.
All right.
Long time.
So in terms of your talent, were you spotted like by Junior himself and they take you in the school? Because we know back then, we had scout that would go around and
Oh, boy, that's the next thing, because um, so playing the local league, local primary school league, right? It be the hardball. But there comes Caribbean cricket came in
okay,
came in. I think nothing. I um I was part of the first Carib Cement. I remember playing Carib Cement cricket. The primary school was playing, yeah. Primary school was playing with some tennis ball and some big broad bat. I remember that clearly. Right, matches they played at Vineyard. So I played some of those matches and things. Um, I remember clearly Mr. Victor Stewart was umpiring most of the matches. So playing it and probably that is where person would have spot my talent and thing. But so playing the cricket and I passed for Black River. Most people didn't know that. Most people probably don't know this.
yeah,
I passed for Black River High School. Black River wasn't prominent on the thing that those days. Never prominent high school like now. So because of Mr. Stewart, when I try to get transfer, I basically buy the epaulet, I buy everything for Black River. Like a day or two before school open. I got you to go to STETHS. And I think Mr. Stewart would have instrumental in that because he would have been Mr. Stewart is from up my era, my mother and father. My mother, basically. I think they went to school together and he know me. So he basically would have integral in getting me talking to JB to get me into the school, say that I'm a good cricketer and things like that. So basically, that goes to show that cricket, I said this all the while. If it never for cricket, everything in my life, right? Cricket basically contribute to it because getting to steps and as we go on later on down in the program, I will inform the platform again how cricket get me to this stage because cricket lead me to steps, right? Because even though part of command entrance, right? If
I'm
I never
getting
the
a
cricket,
static.
yeah, Tom, say again.
Yeah, I'm getting a static from your end.
Oh, static. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure what happened. Probably the signal. Let me see the signal. Signal good. You hear me now?
Still have a static, but what you could do, you could go out and come back in if you wish. You hearing me, Mel?
Yep. Yeah, man, I hear.
Um, Let me see if you're coming through clean.
I hear, man.
I don't know, but I'm getting a little static on that end. All right, guys, if anybody's out there listening, just let us know if you're hearing the static on your side.
You hear me?
Yeah, better. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So now you get into St. Elizabeth Technical High School and basically you decided to play cricket. I give at what age was this and which year?
All right. So I started steps 1993. Right, 1993. Started steps.
Yeah,
Um,
1993. You sure you start 93?
yeah, man, 100%.
I'll go to a 99.
Yeah, man. It's a short time that man. Someone spend 8 years now. Someone spend
Why?
8 years now.
Well, look like you and Carl, right? Probably spend most of the year as States.
Yeah, man. My wasn't so bad. Cause someone them call right, the man probably Karen Baker Fox spend around 10. So you talk place, you spend enough here to man, you pressure me so. Just spend enough
All
here to
right.
man.
So,
You
all right.
come late.
So, all right. So, which year do you remember playing your first game for States? Whether under 16, under 15? When was your first game?
Well, I've become well, it was pretty early, because I played under 16, but I remember clearly playing Remember that historic final, right? In Senton against Yarcastle. I played in that match. So and that was 1995. So you can do the calculation. So I came to set 93, right? And I played 1995. So even that final year against when Sheldon Garden made it 270 something runs, and Otis Andrew Allen made 100 and something, 217 I think, right? I played in that match, but I didn't get in the bat. But I remember getting a little keep and I stumped Rashard Marshall down the leg side. From there, I remember these things, because those things are very precious to me.
Well, I'm gonna tell you that I remember that match vividly. I remember, when we went down to Yarcastle and we were reeling at about 30 yard for about 5. And
Yeah, man. Yeah,
there
man.
goes out Mushet with his headband.
Yeah.
And I think Mushet put on some screw drive early, and then him and
Yeah,
Sheldon
man.
batted a little, and a little partnership. But then Andrew, that's why we really have to give it up to Junior Bennett and his way of spotting talent. Because I remember Andrew was playing right through the season, and probably his high score was 1. And
Yeah,
we
man.
wonder why he was.
But he was playing.
Yeah, and then in that final, Andrew was the one who stand up and make 100. Because remember, we have about 3 or 4 players that was in the Jamaica side. Cartwright gone back in the stand, Fox gone back in the stand,
Yes, man.
Mongoose back in the
Mongoose,
stand.
yeah.
It's like,
Yes, man.
it was a lot of pot knocking down there in Yarcastle, because they swear say,
Yeah,
yo,
man.
them got STETHS.
Yeah, man.
And I remember Sheldon go out there and start, but the man make 270 on the track. Almost, there was only one bowler who didn't get 100. And he decided he wasn't going to take back the ball.
Yeah, man.
You know,
That match was incredible.
I think at that time, Mel, you and Xavier, I think played in that game as a youngster too,
Xavier?
What was it? No, Rashad. Or it's Rashad.
Yeah, man. Rashad Marshall. Yes, man. He was the one that
Rashad. Yeah,
he was the one that stopped on the leg side. Rashad Marshall.
Yeah. So
Yes, man.
and I remember you as a youngster coming into the game, and that's why I respect Junior Bennett. In a sense, people wonder the formula for St. Elizabeth Technical High School, and the formula for St. Elizabeth Technical High School, I can tell you right now, is that JB always have at least 6 youngsters as a nucleus of the team. So you'd have to be the best of the best if you're seniors, because he's gonna tell you straight up that for the youngster like you, then Mel, when you came in, you had at least 5 more years that you could play the cup, and he tell you, guess what?
Yes, man.
You only have 1 year leave. The youngster have at least 5 years to go.
Yes,
And
man.
I'm gonna share something with this, with a teammate of yours. I remember, at STETHS, my last year, and say 97 when we lost, never make it into the final. That was the first year. That was a history, and I know you're gonna talk about it.
Boy, I didn't
But
want to talk about that.
I remember that year, I was like back in STETHS, really just hanging around. I've already done my subjects and everything, so that was like I graduated 96, so I went back 97 just to play cricket. And I was kind of playing around. I was on the bleacher, me and my wife now,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
and JB would come around and see me on the bleacher, me and my wife sit down, and everybody on the field training. And I only hear JB say, "That is." And you know what happened? That weekend would have been the first game that Max would have played for STETHS. I had to sit out, and Max take my spot.
Yeah,
And
man.
I'm like, Dan, what just happened? JB say that you want to play the cricket, or you want to play something else.
Yeah, man. They just say, uncle, them girls hang out with, they're going to leave with the class,
Yeah, man. So, that was it, and I had to get back serious and get back in line to get back in the team. But I remember that was first. So that year you had played your first game in 96, I think. I don't believe in 95 number. Probably 96.
No, man, I played
We're gonna go back to the record, but somewhere down there.
I remember clearly, man.
All right, that Yarcastle game, but I actually remember now Kunkang to take off the gloves and give you.
Yes.
That simply mean Kunkang would have to see that you are a special cricketer. Because Kunkang was one of the best keepers in the island.
Yes, man.
And at 95, so Otis I tell you 95. So
95, man. I played Taman. I played Chi match. And I don't want to talk about
Yeah, man. No, that time States our side they were solid, man. We have a whole bunch of piece, and we have a whole bunch of batsmen. It was.
Yeah, man, JB are really genius because I play 3 matches and I don't get a bat. Right? I think I bat around 8 or 9 or so. And I don't get a bat. For the season, 3 matches will come in. And the next year, I'm bat at number 3. I don't know how I reached number 3 position. You know, Kieran Baker.
Yeah, facts.
I batted at 3. You know, JB bat me at 3 before I batted before Kieran Baker the next year. I don't know up until now, I don't know how JB. I would like to see him to ask him what he was thinking or how what he feel me to have me batting at number 3 from number 9. You know, in front of Kieran Baker.
You know, I tell you, Mel Wint, because of the special talent that you have seen. So I'm gonna take it right back down to early. So you came into States, you play Carib Cement, but all of a sudden you're into Jamaica under 15 team. Tell us about that now, because you know.
Good. Okay. Again, another historic. Because I always tend to be a part of a lot of history in terms of first ever. You know. So I said before, when the Carib Cement just come in the primary and early schools, I played. All right. Then now they introduce under 15 national under 15 program. Right. First that program started like around a year. Right. So it started from going up to I remember clearly going up to Savannah Park on weekends. Start from like 100 odd youngsters across the island. And every week they cut youngsters every week. And that program is going on for like 6 months till they reach down to the final 15, right? That tournament play, as you know, played in April. Right. So going up, me and Kamal Dennis. I remember clearly also Brenton came in the early stage, right? Brenton was attending one of those primary school in remember in South, not Sandy Bank, or one of those primary schools, right?
Yeah, man, about Treasure Beach here.
Yeah, Treasure Beach here. Brenton was there, so I remember Brenton. But Brenton didn't make it. He fell out early, right? So team cut right down, team pick. You know, I was very I performed very well in terms of with the bat, lot of runs every week. Lot of runs as a keeper, lot of runs, doing lot of stumping, you know, even me and Rashad Marshall used to have a thing. When Rashad Marshall was bowling, I never leave it, I don't leave from the stump. Everybody out. That a person got stumped down the leg side, flicking to Rashad Marshall. So I was part of that first ever under 15 tournament. It was held in Trinidad, right? And we won the tournament. We actually won the tournament. It was a 50 over tournament. Me and Kamal Dennis made the team from STETHS, right? The team was captained by Kamal Lambert, you know, likes of Marlon Samuels and David Bernard Jr. At that time was bowling Aspin, you know. Andrew Richardson was part of the team, you know, bowling pace.
You know who you left out of that team there? Sheldon, Kenny Irvin.
Yeah, Kenny Irvin.
That's three States players.
No, but he wasn't that States that time.
Yeah.
New Forest.
Yeah, New Forest, yeah, man.
All age. Yes, Kenny Irvin. Kenny actually came to States after that. But I don't think Kenny will get in the game, you know. I think Kenny was one of the man. No, wrong. 2 persons to get in the game. You named Robin Woolcock and Andre Dwyer. Kenny play matches. So the team was unchanged for the tournament. So Andre Dwyer didn't play a match, and Robin Woolcock, didn't play a match. Yes, man, was coached by Mr. Late Dennis Miller. You know, passed away, you know. Dennis Miller was the coach, you know, call him Frisky Puss, you know, like a Syrian man, you know. He was the coach of the team at the time, you know.
So, Mel Wint, so as a youngster, that tender age and now representing Jamaica, how did that make you feel, you know?
Yes, man, it's a joyful feeling, man. That is the time now when my mother now basically decides, all right, you know, yeah, man, leave me alone now, you know, give me some more. She see something now coming out of this. Said, all right, at least, I go on a plane. Cricket again, town man. Cricket again. Cricket let me know tone. Cricket let me know what the plane feel like. What is to go to a airport. You know, cricket let me earn my passport. At that time the cricket association just started the passport for you. Don't pay $1. You understand? So cricket again. Cricket let me know Kingston. Cricket let me know what it's like to ride in a plane. So cricket is everything. So and we actually won the tournament as I mentioned before. Run the tournament. Kamal and Marlon went on to represent the West Indies under 15. That tournament was played World Cup. Sorry, was played in England. Yeah, under 15 World Cup was played in England.
So were you the keeper for the team at that time?
Yes, man, I was the keeper. And JB, boy, JB the genius. JB told me, hey, JB told me that, hey, Max, gonna make a team, and you're not gonna make a team, West Indies team, because you're too soft. You need to tougher than you're too soft. Tell me that straight, And I, in junior tournament, believe to see it play off, If I was a little bit tougher, probably a different case. Yeah, man, him tell me. And nothing JB talk, even the same 9-7, we're gonna get back to that match as we go along. But JB predict that from way out. Say we're not gonna this is gonna be our last match. And nothing in predict.
All right. With that, I won't even let you go any further. So you realize why JB had batted you at number 3. You're a youngster coming in the school. You're playing for
Yeah.
Jamaica, and you showcase your talent pretty well. Fox at the time would soon be going out, and even though Fox was one of the most dangerous and the most savage puller we see at STETHS at that time, was a die-hearted number 3 batsman. But to put you before Fox, that tells us that you were very talented. So how would you basically describe JB as a coach?
Boy, simply put it, he's a genius, He's a genius where coaching is concerned. But apart from the coaching skill, he's a mentor, He brings the best out of you. He have that special talent that make you think you can move mountain, That so apart from the tactics, right? Apart from the tactics and the whole strategy, he's a man, he's a father, basically. He's a father, right? So that is why he probably get the most of best out of most of us, because you can go to him and talk to him about anything, right? He talk to you about life and a whole. Even sometimes we don't have any fear, JB will give you, come to him, he'll give you a fear. All of us can attest to that. Once you want a fear, they will say, "Coach, make you a fear, I'm give you a fear," right? But it's just the ability to motivate person, motivate you, to make you to get the best out of you, And he's a very him rough, but he's a very good man, Trust me, he's the best thing. I don't say I up to now I can't say another coach like him, right? Another coach, I can't see another coach like him, and everybody who know him can speak. I can attest to that. You have the natural skill where to read the game is concerned and to predict things. So my time I'm wondering if he's a prophet. The things that man predict that come to part. Enough things, that man. Enough things. Yes, man.
Well, come to think about it, I would just basically say JB is the best coach I have seen in my lifetime up to this point. I really think that JB should have been used more in the Caribbean, and if he was used more, our West Indies team still wouldn't be looking the way it's looking right now. I can tell you that if you give JB right now the bunch of players that they have representing us at the World Cup, he would have turned them around within a week or two. That's the type of coach he is.
Yes, man. He have a special talent there. I remember how they knew what. Yeah, tax. From time to time, people come to States want to. People come like and child basically, and JB tell me to throw some ball to tax. Even see in Brenton, tell me to throw some ball to tax, and I remember just throwing around 6 ball, and JB say, "All right, that's it. No more ball. I'm good." 6 ball. And him say, all right, this man, him good. And tax, tax history already. Opening at around 12-year-old tax opening in head cup, So
Well, boy, that boy, I remember, I was privileged to get to meet a few of you guys before, you guys really go on and mature to your career, because Tax was a little one that I always protect at States, when I was
yeah,
leaving,
man.
Tax came in and, I would shield him,
Yeah,
he
man.
talked to him recently and, that's the first conversation we have, I used
Yeah,
to
man.
protect him, little Tax.
Yeah, man.
So,
Look at tax, man.
good cricketer, man, overall.
Good cricketer. Mm.
So, Mel, we know you can play cricket, you love the game, but who was your first hero in terms of cricket? Somebody where you look up to, you admire, probably wanted to be like that person.
All right. Um, Richie Richardson. That is why and sometimes when I look back at my favorite shot, which is the back drive, I used to watch cricket and at my house side is a lot of ball mark. Mommy, of course, because they no paint on the wall. So at the innings break, I used to throw the ball on the wall and the ball go bounce one time. So most of the shot they can play is basically off the back foot. So probably that is where I developed that special skill to play the back drive. And I up to now I used to most of my pictures they always see me in a broad hat, you know. So I just admire Richie Richards.
I definitely remember the broad hat, Mel,
Yeah man. The
the
Richie
broad,
brother,
the
Yeah man.
broad hat, man. So you know what I'm gonna have you talk about? Cause just me, Mel, with this conversation here, I know the history with you and State and me. We could go on forever,
Yeah man.
So
Whole night.
yeah, man. So in the meantime, while at the States, we know you're good at the cricket. We still go back to the cricket. But which class did you start out with, and what was your major at
Oh,
the end of it?
all right. 7B man. 7B. 7B. From 7B now we move on to 10A. 10A we deal, 10A deal with mechanical technology. Right. So I did TV, engineering join, electronics and the mechanical engineer, a little bit of welding and stuff like that. So that is where and then now when I repeat the next year now I went into uh 11B where I did building technology. Yeah.
So basically, left States pretty rounded.
Yes man.
All
Pretty
right.
pretty
So in
rounded.
all of that, in all of we have a favorite teacher, and at the same time, we always have the person where all of we during them days who we fear. Shaka. So why you tell about your favorite teacher and tell a little about Shaka? Because everybody have a story with Shaka.
Boy Shaka I remember one day Shaka fling some cheer off away. You know. Shaka getting mad. That Shaka through the passage and round at the little dark area. So we're below the upstairs place. We have the whole of the 9 grade them, the 9F and the 9H and them classes there. And Shaka just get mad, always upon the student always about a light and like Shaka just feels so it shouldn't be out there and man just start fling cheer man. Yeah man, him crazy man. Body for them to but next man I never too like neither Mr. Lurch too miserable man. Papa Lurch, man man miserable. Miserable man. But he's a good teacher, but he's miserable. Could be Papa Lurch at all. Favorite teacher now? Well, I remember that's a good one teaching. Let me see now, boy. Favorite teacher.
So,
Oh, Miss Johnson, man. Me never like
okay.
maths. Never like maths, no, but me like Miss Johnson because Miss Johnson is nice. Miss Johnson, I never know her. Nice,
Yeah, man, Miss Johnson.
nice lady.
Well shaped if I put it that way. We are guys, so we are.
Yeah, man. Well, she me like, man. But me not like maths, but me like Miss Johnson. Yeah, man.
Miss
Like,
Johnson was one of those teachers
nice
at
lady.
States that.
Yeah, man, nice lady.
Yeah, everybody admire Miss Johnson.
Yeah, man, she's a nice lady. Mm-hmm.
All right. So now we'll get up to some of your better game them at States. But we want to take it probably to the worst game now, which was probably the game that we lost. We didn't make it into the Headley Cup final at all. This was history that we had created that bunch at STETHS, and it's not something that I like to talk about, especially the way it went down. But if you could talk on that, as a youngster, and you hear about STETHS, we've been winning Headley Cup for like 13, 14 years straight. And here we are not making it into the final. How did that make you feel? And just your experience?
Yeah, man, I tell you, man, it was after that last, man, I never know so much people go STETHS, man. I tell you. Because I couldn't walk in peace. Everybody said, you're part of a team we lose against Garvey. Everybody. So, but before that, chat back a bit, JB, weeks before that, days, JB say, hey, I can't go on, I can't go on talk, I can't go on, I'm play the last match. Like Wednesday or whatever the date was. You guys are going to play the last match, so you can't go on. And the man keep on say that every day. And we have said, we are about coach. Because it was a given that we have to play the final. You understand? So, I said, we are going to win the match, man. JB had to coach it about. And I tell the top is that match, that morning, play that, what is his name again? Kirk Bryan?
Kirk Bryan.
Kirk Bryan is in the early morning there, trust me. Grass top, ball a swing. Ball really swing. I remember Alanda Baker, Thumper, about medium pace. Yeah, man, about some medium pace. I tell you, man, I swing the ball. I think I'm a ball up 70 yard. Yeah, man, I think
about 70 and 80 yard, because it had rain too, because really never look for go out on a wet wicket there, but I think the umpire them there against it.
Yeah, man, it's rough, man. I tell you, when you lose the match, man, I tell you. Man, I tell you, man, it's a very, very bad taste. You can't walk in a peace in a Santa Cruz town. Everybody down at you. You lose the match, you just shame on yourself, disgrace, history no concrete, up and years after people are past students, I say, well, your history create, you're part of the team where that lost. That never reached Headley Cup final, So that was basically, apart from that, the biggest downfall at STETHS. Even though I lost in a final, but to not reach in the final, that is a tradition for the school. It's a big, it's a big loss, man. But man, I chat back a little bit, Don't you forget, you remember this situation, where a school beat us, I wasn't playing, but you remember that last year about that Gallimore beat us,
I want to tell.
Don't even was there, But I was there as a 12 man and we were doing well. And I remember clearly Fox and Royal was saying, two of them not out, and was saying, all right, who will reach 100 first the next morning. And to be all, we got ball out, we lose the match. And we almost got knocked out at the Headley Cup because we'd have to wait and some other team.
It was Mannings.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I remember. So everybody was basically saying our Headley Cup is out of the season finished. And I remember people going, normal, nobody not going to training, no training taking place. And I some message passed that we're going to have a playoff with about Gallimore. That was my first match. That I remember it so much. That was my first match. We played that same return match against the same team at Alpart. First match. I didn't get a bat. The match was a low score match. We bowled them out for 40 something runs. I didn't get a bat, And it's like when the message passed that we're going to play, JB said, hey, uncle, we have changed this evening, And we don't know where man find gears from. But everybody find gears and pitch start roll and everything happen. Yeah, man, Corey, 95. Yeah, man, that was my 95 was my first season. But that match, that return match against about that Gallimore was my first match. And then I played the semi-final against, I think it was Titchfield. Titchfield. That was it. I think Titchfield match was the match that we had some confrontation. I don't want to get into that on the platform. I don't even hear about it all, man. We do some damage. to a, in Brownstone. You know, I don't know. I don't want to talk about that, but those who would have known about that situation where we actually run down.
Mel, don't forget, I was a part of that team, and we are chased through the whole of Brownstone.
Oh yeah, part of that, man. Hey, catch him, man. Yeah, man. That was a historic occasion again, man. Match morning. Yeah, man. Run down the man and take the man to the police station and kind of things. But I mean, I tell you, that was that.
You know what? I'm just gonna give some jokes, some stats. I'm gonna bring you back to what really happened now.
Yeah.
All right, so we just want to big up Darwin Powell, bring up Otis, Imran, all of the statesmen that we are joining. Just join and share the live as we go through. And it's going to be some surprises coming up in a few. Just know that. But I'm going to tell you exactly what going on, Mel. Yeah. We went down to Arbuthnot Gallimore. We didn't even know about this school. It was a country school. Nobody hear about this school. We went down there. Actually, this game, I sit out because we had a pace. A 5-franc piece. You could have put in at any team, but we had so many batsmen, we always play like 3. So it was always between me, Clevan, and Otis that is on here, to play. We had Gasha, Blair, and all them, So there was always one of we getting left out in those games. I got left out at Arbuthnot Gallimore, and I had to watch it from under the trees, put it that way. And I remember we go out there and there's a boy did a fling some ball. And then fling some bunks and Fox like a duck. And JB called the Fox and said, how I go on? And Fox put on some pull shot for the youth. And we really make about 200 and we swear win. But the field was a matches box.
Yeah, I remember Gasha Blair to cut his run up because a fence was right there.
Yeah. So really, it's not that we get outplayed in this game, It was a matches box. So what happened whenever the guy them run in and bowl, them tap edge and a 6. Miscue 6 and so that's a wicket that they play on. So they play that way. We were playing stroke play, and we got beaten there. Happened that Mannings end up beat them. We had beat Mannings. So we had a 3-way. We didn't even know what was going on. Good. All of a sudden we stopped training. Sheldon Garden was the captain, Gamo. Yeah. And Sheldon, I tell you, Sheldon never talk from that day. No talk. Come back in high school, Sheldon don't talk. We're on Sky, we just hang out around the gears room.
Yeah.
No word out of Sheldon. And the moment them say, yo, we're back in a hit, I think Sheldon was the first one to enter the field. And see that 270 that came at Yarcastle, I think it was all what was winning Sheldon from losing that one match. Because he would have been the captain to lose a match before we reach semi-final or anything. That would be like devastation. It really hit us, all of us hard. But when we hear that we get back in it, I tell you that team came back to Alpart. I was a part of that team in Alpart. And we bowled them out for about 50 yards or something like that. Yeah, man. It was like we were fired up. We were ready to just cut short at that point. Yeah, man. And that year, I think that was a savage year for us. But I think when we lose the final now, when we lose the next season, we didn't have that high spirit that we have. I think that's why JB had spotted. We were kind of laid back and too easy going, too casual. Put it that way then. I think that's what happened.
Because we win 95 and 96, but 97 no, we get complacent.
Darwin said a 34 them both.
Yeah, man, 34. History man, I don't remember everything, I my memory, I'm checking my history.
Yeah, man.
I remember some more things.
Yeah, man, in brain good, man. I mean, I tell you, that was what really happened. So when we go Yarcastle, we don't go down the fire, but then when we get kicked back so early, 5 wickets down and nothing, Sheldon really stand up and bat and what's his name?
Anjo.
And I remember now, I was so me and Gasha opened the bowling. And I don't know if you remember, Lincoln Edwards and I used them Mackenzie.
Yeah, man.
The first 2 over me and Gasha, the man in a way. I chased the 500 hard. And JB just say, yo, pace off.
Yeah, man.
A spinner.
Yeah,
Bush it and Omi and come on them come in and done the game.
Yeah,
100 and them bowl over.
Yeah, man.
So, that was really a game. And Mel, we want to talk now about the rivalry between Wormwood and States. I'm going to make you talk about your 98, 1990. No, me left States, but me know only have one solid team. So why you talk about a rivalry there?
Well, you know the rivalry always there. Once come on to schoolboy, you talk about STETHS and Wormwood, you know. So I elevated to the captain 98, you know, and again reach a final, and I started to open. I think it's that time probably Currican and JB against the genius again, you know. First thing I open for sets, you know. I think it was in the final, you know. JB said, "Hey, I open tomorrow, you know." Yeah, man, just like I can't. You probably can't hit. Corey can't remind me. I
Come in,
remember.
Darwin. Come on. We
I
bring it
remember
all out.
clearly
Come in.
the first time I opened. It wasn't planned. It just like the night before JB said, "Yeah, open tomorrow." I think it was in the final, same final. And yeah, man. So Ricardo Paul we went to the final. Ricardo Paul was the captain. You know, Ricardo Paul and Matt Sinclair were the top. I think Punky was part of the team. But anyway, so we lost to Wormwood 98, you know. So all right, no problem, you know. Close game again, as usual, but a pretty low scoring game. And then 99 now, you know, revenge. We're same Wormwood again. I was the captain, and it was my last year, so I decided that it's a good feeling to know that I came and saw the Headley Cup, and I, you know, leave the Headley Cup there. So you know that's a tradition, you know. You
Yep.
come to set, you see the Headley Cup, you want to leave the Headley Cup, you know. So at the school, so that was a very good feeling, you know, to know that, you know, win a Headley Cup title as a captain, you know, a very good feeling.
All right. We just want to welcome the man, Pinky.
What Pinky and the brain?
Good
Leggy?
night.
Yeah,
Once was.
be a week time up no Pinky.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Well, welcome to the program,
a
Pinky.
newfound, yeah, man, newfound passion. You know, I still play cricket as a summer recreation in the States here.
All right, Pinky, question for you. What was it like playing with Mutt?
Well, there are quite a few things to admire about Mutt. He was very disciplined, I would say. And he's, you know, there's and in terms of things that he does on the field. For example, when he bats, you know, he spoke about that back drive. That's one that to remember that never get out of my memory. The way
you using a headpiece, Pinky?
Huh?
Yeah, use a headpiece.
Yes.
Let's see if you disconnect and come in straight.
All right. You guys hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you a little better.
Yeah.
Oh, a little better. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you can continue, man.
You guys, I'm barely hearing you guys now.
We hear you. Go on.
Yeah, it was fun while it lasted. We I don't know, I remember one game where we played against I think it was Manchester, and Wade Allen was the guy running in.
Yep.
And I have a friend. You know, we've been friends since '97, and he often remind me of that match where Wade Allen bowled a ball. It almost ended up in the netball court. Coming from the main street end. So those are fun memories, you know. I don't know who we're down like 3 wickets, and that day JV said, "Pinky, put on the pads." I was very surprised. I think Brenton was batting from one end, and I stayed with him for a little while to put on a partnership to save face for STETHS. Yeah. I don't remember what year was. I think that was what that was 1999.
Well, Mickey,
Mel.
Mota.
More like a 99 man.
Yeah, man, that was 99.
99.
Big out.
Yeah, man, 99, man.
You and
Yeah, man, I
Tax.
think. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, they play one innings there where, lock one in, JB a history man. Him always come with something out time captain, how him think about something,
All right, guys, just a second. I want to welcome.
That blogger?
Mr. Conroy Miller. Member of the team again. Welcome, Conroy.
Yeah, man. Welcome, brother.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you on, boss. Long time we don't see your face, Welcome to the program.
Yeah, man. Big up to all of the man. Blessings, yeah.
All right, Conroy.
Mel and Pinky.
Yeah, man. Mel and Pinky in the house.
You left one man though. You left half a brain. Your brain there.
Turks.
The brain them soon come on now.
You can't have a Pinky and have a brain. Brain have to do that too.
All right, brother.
All right, Conroy, we want you just, since we have Mel on the platform, why you share, basically tell us a little bit about Mel Wint himself and JB. Only two people we make a talk about tonight.
Yeah. Boy, we have whole part history together, Yeah, man, whole part history passed through the high school, man, Yeah, man, Mel was a very, very good leader, Yeah, man. So we used to, we come from Dam and them stuff, we learn a whole lot of stuff too, JB, man, Make us be a better man today, Yeah, man. So we just there, I go and share and bless up Mel, and meet up back with the man them from them time, from the big team that we did have in the latter part of the 90s.
What? A whole team there?
Welcome, Corey. No, is it Corey coming out of the business? No, we can't miss. Welcome, boss.
Yeah, whole team there, man.
Yeah, man. Bless up Pinky and Conroy and Mel as usual,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Respect, man.
Make sure you have no white ready.
Hey, Mel, I hope you have a white suit ready and the whole team are coming,
Yeah, man, it's a good look, tall pace. I like the venture. It's a good,
Yeah, man, and the rest of man when you come in, you can turn the phone the next way if you can rotate to give you a better look. That if your foot, yes, Conroy, you're good now. But the phone have to depend on auto rotate. Yeah, Darwin. So you and Mel, why you tell us a little bit about our relationship? Because anywhere we see Mott, we see Jeff.
Yeah, man, as Mel said in an initial interview that from Caribbean days, I would play for Barber Hall and Mel play Mountainside. Then we move on to STETHS days. And from then until today, we have been friends, and true friend, because in these days, tall pace, you hardly find genuine people, so I always relish my friendship with Mel, and I know him share the same thing, We appreciate each other's and we respect each other's, and so I think over 30 odd years, so.
Wow.
Definitely. And I want to tell you something, Pinky maybe remember, I think it was 99 where JB left for some meeting in Kingston. And Mel, as you know, would be the captain. We had training, so Mel conduct the training, but basically me and Mel were the two senior man, so even though JB never ever name a vice captain for STETHS, but me put myself in a them time as the vice captain and the senior man alongside Mel, and then so me and Mel are bona fide bridging, And the late Dave Legister, Vigo, as you know, the other guys would remember Vigo sometimes would act like him a bad man, Yeah, man, and I think him did for bat the evening and he never bat long enough, or Mel give somebody a chance to bat, and like Bigo want to mash up the training basically. Yeah, man, and me and Mel take him on, man. I don't remember if Pinky and the others remember that, but I remember that clearly. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, remember it perfectly, man. Stop. Yeah, man, we keep draw up and all kind of drama. Yeah, remember one time, Remember one time I get trouble with my brother, me and Brenton and Killer, you know, and Mel say, yo, you're not playing like semi-final tomorrow, you know. Me I drop you for not get trouble. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, we have some good days, man. We learn a lot, you know. We could be a better man today, you know.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely.
Mm. Yeah, man, we have open memories, man. Open memories we can talk about for the whole night.
Well, I know not a solid team back then. That team, there was a team to beat, you know. And as you mentioned, you know, the great Dave Legister, you know, Bigo, you know, a youth where, boy, we feel it for him. We feel it,
Yeah,
you know,
man. Yeah,
to
man.
your heart, because it was a solid cricketer, you know, class of a player, and in terms of his personality, you know, he would have had a lot to that team, you know, and we just wanna still shout out condolence to Bigo, but we still have some more people are coming. We still have to take a minute of silence to Bigo, and also, you know, Quali probably joined the program. Quali had lost his mother recently, guys, you know, and you know we also wanna take a minute for Quali too once they come in. So Mel, we just wanna ask, you know, with this bunch of guys, you know, you have a few of them on right now. You being the captain for all these guys, because we know all of them that is on here is super talented. Conroy, we know Conroy run for a weirdo and boundary line. Pinky special talent. Darwin, come here, me and Darwin play together, so we know Darwin talent already. You know, with you being given the opportunity to lead these guys, tell us how did that make you feel and how easy did they make it for you as a captain?
Well, as you all know, it's a furthermore a privilege to captain STETHS, because you know STETHS cricket team is a great team and a lot of history. So once you're the captain of STETHS, is a prestigious thing. You know, it's no easy, and I up to this day I hold that, you know, too close to my heart. You know, to lead these men. In terms of the team was a very balanced team. You know, we have a tearaway fast bowler in the sense of Quali, Lamar Wright, very very fast. He kind of erratic at times, but when you get it right, he's very dangerous. You know, I have Quali and I have Max. So those are two very very fast bowler. Conroy now is the kind of man now I will never forget. He's an out singer bowler, known for his out singing ability. You know, Pinky now is a leg spinner now, where Pinky coming into the team, you know, learning his craft as a young leg spinner. At times, the ball is bad ball. He doesn't know leg spinner or his ball bad ball, but he have a lot of variety. Sometimes I think he have too much variety because he want to bowl 3, 4, 5 ball in one. he want over. He want bowl flipper.
You know.
Pinky want to bowl flipper. Pinky want bowl googs. Pinky want bowl arc and a wall in a one over. So I think he have a lot of too much variety. But he was a very he turned the ball, one thing for sure. Everybody who know Pinky turned the ball very, very big. You know, very square. And batsman Curry is the kind of batsman now where he can hold up the middle order from time to time. He's one of them players. Oftentimes, I remember the I think it was the final or semi-final, right? He was the one who basically he played some good innings. I can't remember how much at Farney Cup final. I remember the opening innings, and you know, JB gave him a role, and he, you know, played his role, and you know, I think it was a part in the evening. JB told him to bat out the evening. Some vicious fast bowling from Xavier Gilbert and some other fast bowlers in the evening, and Corey bat out the evening and come tomorrow morning and thing, you know. So it's a very good team, very balanced, and everybody have different type of role, different ability, different type of players, you know. Tax was just coming in also, you know, bat slow, could hardly hit the ball at the square, but he was very difficult to out, you know, very difficult, a very good defense. So he was there holding up one end, you know. So it's a very good team, you know.
All right, while well, there, you know, we see somebody coming in at the dark. We've been telling who it is. Quali.
Yeah,
Oh,
man,
Quali.
Quali Papi.
Big up yourself, Quali. Boy, Quali not easy, man. Not cheap, man. You have to dark, man.
I don't care with them, but I remember so we have a Papi in back.
Hey, we don't want no dangerous driving in a bus.
No, man. I'm gonna get it like I'm putting some light back in that them soon.
Yeah, man. Tall Pace, before you go to Quali, I remember 96 clearly. That's my first year when in the Spalding Cup final we play against I think St. George's. And as Mel made mention of it before, that JB just said, Corey, you want me innings, yeah, Kong. I think you playing that match to Tall Pace. Are you
Yeah, man.
here? Yeah, man. And JB said you are going back till lunch tomorrow. And I think about 16, 17, 18 runs to make. But guess what? About all the evening and about 2 hours with Kong. I think we put on about 70 at partnership. And we beat Georges. I think we lose about 3 wickets or so. So as Mel mentioned, why JB, trust me, genius when it comes to cricket. Because I never walked my innings before. And we are talking about some real pace ball in the evening,
Yeah, man. Real fast bowling.
Yeah, man. And JB say, you go back to your lunch tomorrow. I said, oh, JB, you talk about? Oh, I walk about 6 or 7 in the finals, and we talk about Spalding Cup final. And JB said, Pad, you walk and you back to your lunch tomorrow. I said, what is man? Oh, this. But him when say really materialize, and thumbs up to JB. Trust me.
Hey, Quali, if you get second, we want you give a few words about JB because we can't have a program we are gonna bring JB one day, but with you guys, you just still have the type of coach he was, on a whole.
Well, for me, JB, I best coach me ever seen in my life, JB could actually tell you what is happening. Cause me have few match where JB just walk around and tell us, yo, and that you have to do. And by the time you do that, is exactly the turnout is so different.
Yeah, not sure.
So in my views, JB I best coach we come across. Yeah, man. We can recall a match at Froome when every spinner, everybody I get trouble. And JB walk around the field 2 times and said, Mel, you quality ball. It's a total change. So that's what I'm experienced.
Yeah, man.
All right.
How old Mel as a captain? You feel comfortable with him?
Mel is a good captain. On a serious note. Mel, one time as we tell us that Dr. Bennett give me a Kamala a prize 10 grand fee at 10 grand 5. I'm
99.
Yeah, man, 99. We are racing like a 10 grand. That's a big pocket money. Dr. Bennett said, any who grab 5. I'm say, Mel, Max, after me, hear that, and we grab 9. And the other one when is a run out. Mel pull me and JB, cuss him.
not as much as how you nearly kill Mel. You nearly kill Mel for that. Quali get 4 night final.
JB, I want the best coach in the whole Jamaica ever see, brother. Nobody like him.
Yeah, man. I have to really give it up to JB, and the good thing is lads are continue the work at STETHS. Most of we go through JB hand.
Yeah, but JB let him go, so he come on that JB hand same way. So JB still give him advice. So he still come on that JB hand. No. We're glad for him do still, but they still give JB credit.
All right, guys. So while on the line, go hold a brace. Who have to run off. If we see some more people come on, then we have a minute there, but we have a minute no matter what. But Mel.
Yeah.
I know you're the main man in the program now. So basically, we just want you to give your best game at STETHS, where you consider when you feel like you have given STETHS the best of Mel Wint.
All right. All right. I remember I remember this game. It was my first Heli Cup 100. Um, played against Monroe. The reason why I cherish this inning so much because back at States, back in those days, we prepare the pitch, right? And JB will give us instructions. All right, prepare the pitch, right? But for some reason, when I prepared the pitch, it was going to rain, so I didn't bother to put some more water on the pitch to make it perfect. So so Talman, we never put a second piece of water on the pitch, And when
Eh.
JB come the morning and see the pitch, Talman, man, I tell you, once you step on the pitch, once you walk on the pitch, alone dust, right? Lone dust. When the match finish, you could only see like a piece of the middle part, only part of the pitch where have some at the surface. Everything on it basically a dust bowl. And I made 100 on that pitch. Every day JB talk about that pitch. Even when we go to trials, JB talk about it to the rest of coaches or rest of players. They might say, I see this man make 100 on a dust bowl. And he always remind me, I say, to give me confidence. If you can make 100 on a pitch like that, right? You can make 100 anywhere. You can bat anywhere. I tell the time, man, because I was worried because me prepare the pitch. Right? I am the captain. I am the senior man, and he left specific instructions. Said, probably two doses of water, what have you, wet and roll and wet and roll. And I didn't follow the instruction because I think rain was going to fall, so I didn't put the second thing on it. But it was really, really dry. So that was a special innings. The Sparling Cup innings was a special innings also. Sparling Cup final is the biggest. It's the biggest title a schoolboy could ever play. And to not out, can't forget again, 26 not out. Special innings also. Not a lot of runs, but in the context of the game, the match was played over by Melbourne, sorry?
Yeah,
Melbourne.
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 Yeah.
I know no supporter from St. Elizabeth, no country supporter. A lot of Kingston supporter. It's like you're in a lion den, everybody cheering against you. And for us to come out on top in that match, and to come not out. Very special. Those have something right now. Special matches in my memory right now.
All right, Mel. You're a great batsman, but in the meantime, we just want to welcome Walker to the platform.
Yes, I am. They are. Hey, where Ford? Mel, where the Ford you out?
Wait for
Where
Walker.
the Ford? Where do the Ford, man?
What type is that? I'm basing to wait for Walker. Walker, where there?
Mel, where Ford there? Where the Ford there you out?
Anybody phone can rotate, try and rotate, you don't get a better look.
Boy, I will have a clue about Ford now.
Rotate
Me
it.
tell it. All right, Walker, you're another part auto rotate, put it back.
Hold on, let me check it. Let me stop, man.
All right.
Just a minute, let me try to get it.
Yeah, man. In a minute while you take it. So, guys, if you're watching, and whether you're on Facebook or you're on YouTube, we're gonna just take a minute, and we're gonna use this minute as a minute of silence for Bigo. And everybody know Bigo represent states during the same era with Mel Wint and all of these guys that's on here. Bigo was just a talented cricketer, a special cricketer, one that we all love. All like a brother, because once you go to states, it's a family, and Bigo was always a part of the family. And we're gonna take a minute for Bigo, but I've also learned of the death of the mother of Quali mother passed, and we're also gonna take that minute, for Quali, losing his mom. We know it's not easy to lose a mother. So, and for anyone on the platform that have lost a loved one recently, we're just gonna take this 1 minute, and in that 1 minute, we're just gonna be silent and pay respect to Bigo and to Quali's mother and anyone who have lost a loved one. Okay, start now. Okay, guys, that may be one of the longest minutes, but with these people in terms of Bigo, I don't know. It affected me. The fact that I'm from the same community as Bigo. Bigo is Red Bank and Melsom, just across the road from Bigo, and we played together even with the same community cricket. In this time, I just wanna go around the room, and I'm gonna start with Mel. And Mel, in a minute, just tell us the type of person Bigo was and what he brought to the team, and we're gonna go around the room.
All right. Bigo is a youth where him have him ways, but he's a jovial person, right? Him have him kind of thing where him feel like him kind of bad man thing at times, but he's a jovial person, right? And in terms of his cricket, he's a very special talent. He's one of those players that have a lot of time to play the ball. He's very special, right? Very special, right? In terms of his personality, he's a very good youth. Him always he believe he's a neat kind of person. Wearing his uniform, right? Always neat. Even playing the sport, playing the game, always his gears always neat. Like a sweet boy kind of thing, he's one of them kind of person. It's so to speak, he's a sweet boy, and thing. But a very, very, very good personality, good youth, good youth. And I say we have his everybody have a look ways. Apart from his, that's the good thing about him. Where more time feel like he's a bad man. But apart from that, yeah, man, nice personality, nice, caring. Nothing too much for he to give you, right? Nothing too much. He will give you anything. He's a kind of kind person, Yeah, man.
All right, Pinky, your time. Now here, Pinky.
Bigo on cricket. Very talented batsman, played a few strokes that was admired by most of us, particularly the pull shot. Just very well put together. And as far as his personality goes, I'm not too key on it as to what type of personality he was, but I know what Mel just said echoes a bit, where he's he has that sort of boisterous personality sometimes, but overall, he's a decent person, I would say, and I know he was closer to other people than I was, so maybe there are a few guys here who can speak more about him and his and who he was, but I just knew him on the cricket field, and I know that he was a talented person and a talented batsman.
Thank you, brother. I'm Walker.
Hey, well, there's a few things, but what Mel talk about is really one of the main character of Bigo. He was a virgin where I wouldn't say he wasn't a bad man, but he was very much have a strong personality when it comes to who he is and the type of person he was. He understands who he is, and he was a brave young man, so he has a kind of dominating personality when it comes to rulership and authority.
Yeah.
Where you wouldn't try to body up, but when you're around him, you felt that he has the control and the authority. A little bit like that. But one of the things I remember about him, Mel, boy, I was into this thing, One time the man have a girl in a star, and boy, I tell you, when I find out that it was the man, the girl, virgin, but me and Mel did go on with the thing star, a little young lady there, but we have forgiveness for that. Yeah?
What happened? Don't mix up in our car. Don't mix up in a big man.
But I'm heading it, man. I'm heading the thing, man. Yes, but as I say, he was a girl's man too, top yes.
Yeah.
We know that about him.
Yeah, he was a girl's man, and
Yeah, man,
so when we find out that it was his girlfriend, boy, we did feel a way about it. But we never let him know still. You know, but as I say, I remember he used to have JB to buy some. What kind of bat? Some county mail. You remember them county JB buy a set of county bat and then we control on the bat.
Control the games, man.
And nobody couldn't use it. So when they take it out and bag and say, yo, want the bat to use, you know?
Yeah,
I said, no,
you don't want that, man.
No, you don't want to use it. You know, yeah. So we kind of remember that about him, you know. But it definitely, one of his favorite word was beat the goose. That I remember of him.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, if I said, boy, I can hear they beat the goose, and you know that was, as I say, he was a girl's man.
All right, all right, Wakar. So guys, while we're on here, I just want to say, I just got linked back with Wakar, and I just want to say congratulations to Wakar. The man say he been walking the path in the church for the past 15 years. He have gone in the church, so that is a positive move from Wakar. 15 years. We know as kids, there's a lot of things that we could talk about as kids, as youth growing up, and everybody have a story back then, And Wakar, it's like if I see Wakar then, I would never see Wakar like that. A man pushing the gospel now. But Wakar, congratulations and enough respect. And move over to Curry Head. We know Curry and Bigo far also. So yes, sir, Curry.
Yeah, in terms of cricket, Dave Ledista, he was a very talented cricketer. I remember the pull shot. He was very good at that, and he was able to hit the ball over the top with ease, and the cover drive. I remember that clearly about him. Dave, he was a little bit boisterous at times, him so-called girls man at school in the school days, a little indiscipline here and there, but overall, I would say he's a good guy. He was a good guy, And as I said, in terms of cricket, he was very talented, Yeah.
Yeah, Alvin Bent, welcome to the platform. This is one of the quickest pace bowler that passed through St. Elizabeth Technical High School. I say him, I'm bigger in my time. So Alvin, welcome. We're talking about Bigo, Alvin. Dave Legister from Red Bank, he passed away, was a very good cricketer. And as he said, strong and personality in terms, and he bring that to the game because he dominate. He just dominate bowlers just the same, with him. Conroy would have played with Bigo much because we play on the south side. So man like Conroy, we come from the same south in the woods. Yeah, so Conroy, you're a little tally of Dave because we miss him. We miss him in the cricket. Very good, talented youth.
Yeah, well, my take on Bigo. Bigo was a youth. Once you get to know him, then you know him personality. Because Bigo boisterous personality come from just because sometimes in fear, him just want to put that side out like he's tougher than everybody else. But he wasn't really tougher than everybody else. He just put that out there, But cricket-wise, man, Bigo pull all the shots from man, all the back drive and them something. When you bowl a sharp ball, Bigo is a man where you go on top of him too and punch you back over cover, Yeah, man, and discipline-wise, yeah, he was a fairly cool youth if you once you get to know him, But Bigo just put that part of him out there for people see, But it wasn't all that, Once you get to know him.
Yeah. So really, my roundout, I've known him personally, as I say, Red Bank and Melsom, Leaf Mountain, we all in the same circle. I played with him, and in terms of his cricket and his talent, I must say, he's also one of those that I think JB will talk about his talent also, Dave Legister, as a youngster coming through and his style of batting, he's graceful, the way he play a stroke, he'll stand and watch it straight to the boundary because he knows it. Like he feel it from the bat that going in the boundary. And really, after just say, a good cricketer overall. And as the STETHS family come on, we want to big up all of the STETHS family, all of the massive them. Really and truly, it's all about Mel tonight. But I couldn't have this show and not bring on members of that team that Mel used to captain. And right now we're gonna bring on another man We're gonna surprise you. Bring out Dax in the house.
I wonder how come.
Oh, that.
Top thing. Let's up the
Brain.
man them, Mel.
Big up yourself with a brain.
Alright, so think it there. Think
There,
it.
man. Think it there.
I mean,
Well,
Yeah, man.
pieces.
Dax, welcome to the house, Dax.
Yeah, man.
All right, well, we soon go back over to Mel, so we give you a minute to tell you the type of captain Mel was. Because we know.
All right. Really and truly, Mel was very much a strong leader. And he earned the respect of everyone very, very easily. So me now as the younger member of the team, as always, I always basically very close to Mel in certain circumstances. Say on the field, Mel is the rookie keeper and right there. I always be at forward shot leg basically. So everything Mel doing, I always get a chance to actually see his decision. And next thing I was always the Mel opening partner. So as a little youth, I always there with my skipper. He always be there as the leader and make sure that things is all right. Everybody respect Mel. And Mel keep the team together. A lot of respect going out to him. Always. He's a great leader, man. And
Respect,
that
man.
drive that Mel always carry. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
man,
man.
everybody talking about it. Mel is also one of the best wicket keeper I ever seen. So,
Yeah, man.
yeah, man.
Should
So
have got
Mel is-
that same way, you know? Should
Yeah,
have it
man.
same way.
All right, no. So me gonna ask Mel a question, and you guys can weigh in on it after. Mel,
Yeah.
after you play youth under 15, how many seasons did you play for the under 19?
Only one, you know. And I want to tell you all players how I play that, how I get to play that 1 year. It's because they again another first again start with tell about the first, you know. Always at the first, you know. So, you know, we normally be under 19, right? So because of the fact that you know the World Cup probably play a couple months after. So what they find when a player play at 19, under 19, probably by the time the World Cup comes, that player is 20. So they decide that they're gonna change the age from under 19 to under 18 in 99, right? That is when now some players like Matthew Sinclair and Keith Ebert was the keeper. So once they changed the year now, I think Ebert was the keeper before. And Matthew, not sure. I think Matthew was the keeper the year before, 98. And so they changed the year 99 to under 18. That is when now it kind of give me the opportunity easier to come into the side. So I only played 1 year. That was 99. You know, so I couldn't play again because I was basically I would over the age. So I played 99 in Barbados, and again that year again was the first time they introduced limited over into the competition. So it's another history again, where so normally youth cricket was 3-day tournament, where they bring in a one day section of the competition. Who that Kang? Yeah. So they bring in a 1 day section, and we won that 1 day segment in Japan in the semi-final. At that tournament, 99. So another history again. First, always have enough things at first.
Well, Mel, with that, we have to the great Kunkang, because Kunkang, when they start talking about cricketer stats, and Kunkang name the call something wrong. All right, Kunkang, welcome to the platform, my boss.
Yeah, this is that one.
There.
Last year, you know. Back in Richard, I did it.
Organ Kunkang, the greatest ever.
The
Greatest cricketer past through state.
What
Yo.
Where are they?
Yo. There, I know, give thanks and praise.
Yeah, man. How cool that? Bagger.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Great thinking.
Where are you?
Me there, General.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. How would that? Don't answer. In time, man.
Wakar.
Me know what me.
Look good, man. Look good, man.
Not
Look
tax,
good,
not
look good.
tax, man.
Look good, no, man.
Oh, pijama.
Yeah, dear king.
Hey, lion.
Stand
Hello,
on you,
man.
man.
Last year, I know.
For real, for real.
Yeah, man, me that better get the program long time now, but me never want to come in it, you know. You know me? Different, you know.
All right. You see, because you come in now, Kunkang,
Yeah.
I want you to talk about much, because now you are the only man can give it in terms of keeping, because you take off your gloves. I remember with the York Castle, which is a big game, and you take off your gloves and give it to Mud. Tell me what you seen about them days there.
And you know I'm a talented man, huh? And you know, say we're not trying for, you know. I do a JB one for keep still, but it put a youth to keep. Because he used to give a card and one over, because they put me ball too much. And I come and control myself. That's that. Hey, just see the thing. You can't put my new ball, brother. So me end up saying, boy, but JB did not keep. See him here, man. You play under 15 after that.
Yeah, man.
Hey.
Same here, man. Same here.
Yeah, man, I tell you so. You don't know that. But Wakar was my bowler still, you know, because when Wakar get it right, you know. Wakar get it right. But, you know, I don't like no man pitch up new ball. New ball feed in the neck. Like how Clifton Wilson used to have you in on my neck. Yeah, man. Really?
Well, all right. I think every man on the platform, yeah, bowler, batsman, we say, boy, you're one of the best in terms of technique that passed through St. Elizabeth Technical High School. In terms,
Greatest,
you know,
greatest.
I thought that over year after year that I never see another batsman like you. And it's, even with the keeping gloves, me don't know how you keep up to a man like bigger. Hey, Mel, me
Yeah,
in a match, you know, and Kun can't keep up to me. Me I'm nervous if you're going to come around there.
Legend, man.
Oh, I don't know anything about that, man.
The man make you look like a spinner.
Man, man of the greatest, man. The man of the greatest, brother.
I think
Yeah,
so,
man.
I appreciate it, but you know, still, me just become the greatest and I work hard for me game. Used to train hard. Can't smell them golf ball.
Yeah, man. We know it, man. We are serious, man.
Only for hard work, you know.
Oh, man. And true, man. No
Yeah,
joke.
man.
This
After
man is the
training,
first man. Yeah, man.
before
This
training.
man. Yeah, man. Golf ball. Fling golf ball to his man with a piece of bat. Tall man.
Yes, man.
No whole bat, piece of bat, golf ball. And I say, fling golf ball hard, no big man. And I say, yo, no, man, I can't. I don't like it. I say, fling ball.
That's all, man. We got training, you know, man. We are training, you know, as the pace bowler, them, you know, me and match them and work at them, you know. And thank them for the, you know, I train with them, we're nervous, you know. Oh, I say, boy, I can't get it wrong, you know, you get it wrong, you know. Yeah, man.
So, man, but you know, because I play the whole on the student, because I kept the whole on the right.
Yeah, man.
Whole on, you know. Me building with the wheel, even Nikita. Remember me used to have to beat down Nikita, you know. I can't tell you, when he misbehave, I have to beat him in the house. Attacks, put them in that bat and beat them. I'm wanting to come up the right way, you know. You know, I want to do certain things, you know. In terms of like cricketers, the same thing like when you're on the field, when we talk, you have to hear, you know. You don't know anything said, man. You all will love each other the same way.
Real, man. No,
I
I
really
feel
chat,
it.
I'm a general still. Me not talk about girls. Me not talk about girls. When me not come to school, I bury the chance to carry me letter them come give me from me girl them. That's it.
Wife, I listen, you know, Kunkang. Wife, I listen, you know.
No, but that's 2 years we have been with your wife for listen. A big man now, bro. So you carry me letter come give me that nothing to do with your wife. You are carrying me letter so me don't know what I'm talking about girls. I mean, hear me.
A real thing, man.
You don't lie about nothing.
Yo, Kunkang, so we tell you what go on the sideline. We have Garrett over there, we have Otis over there, we have Alvin Bent over there.
Yeah.
All of the man, them are Kimar Brooks over there, are going. Yeah.
Well,
So we have really big up the man and we have support the state thing. Merrick Heath, big up yourself. Imran Powell, big up on yourself.
Well,
you know.
You call a great man, that was my captain.
Me did not tell you, say you're not captain everybody, you know. I'll be on the sideline, yeah.
No, but me not see if you never me not talk about the whole of man in front of me, me not talk about sideline. I talk about me can't see now.
All right, him say yellow kang, you know.
Yeah, man, the big up Benty, man. I answer the general for a long time.
Anyway, guys, I want to thank you for coming for the program. The skill can stay and comment. But me have some more question for Mel, because Mel, this question is that as a youth cricket, do you think you were fairly treated by the Jamaica Cricket Board?
All right. So as a youth player,
you guys can mute. You can mute the other lines.
All right. Starting from youth player. I don't know about this at all. Same on 19, right? 1999. I remember clearly the manager, Lindell, right, gave me a big trophy, right? So the wicket keeper would get an individual small trophy, but the big trophy will go to the island. So I think it was Matthew Sinclair who won the award, right? And he would have gotten his small trophy, and Jamaica would have gotten the big trophy to carry home for the year until the tournament play again the next year. So the manager said, Mel, give me the trophy to carry, the big trophy, big trophy, to sit in the plane and say, Mel, I want the trophy to come back to Jamaica. I want you to win the wicket keeping award. I want it to come back. And Talman, in the back of my head, I want to play for West Indies in 19. So bad. Because I know that once you do well as a keeper, normally the person who got the most dismissal would be the man who they normally pick. Because I studied the chain and I realized that the person who got the trophy, the dismissal award, normally get picked for the West Indies side. So I'm working towards that. All right. So I work hard, keep well tournament. It's the same tournament that Jeremy Lawson played in where Tony Koza was saying that he was showing. Jeremy Lawson bowling really, really fast. Barbados tournament play. Keeping really well. Cut a long story short, Talman. You know, leading up the tournament, playing the tournament, we know who is leading in terms of runs, wicket, dismissal. We know what's going on. So in the tournament now, we know who got most runs. We know who in line for MVP. Ryan Hines and Marlon Samuels was tussling for MVP. You understand? So MVP. First thing I remember clearly, the guest speaker was saying, any decision made here tonight is final. Whatever decision, I remember that clearly. And I was saying, why is he saying this to myself? Any decision made here tonight is final. So they reach best, most wicket, most runs, all the award. Reach down now to the wicket keeping award. And I was there now, setting up my blazer now, Talman. You know, get ready to stand up, collect award. And to behold, Talman, the man them name a different and call a name. That player only played 2 matches in that tournament. Right? 2 matches, and he got single digit dismissal. And I know I got double digit. You understand? And they gave him the award, right? Or because he's a Bayesian, tournament played in Bayesian, they want to give all the Bayesian the award. You know, it was very tight between Marlon Samuels and Ryan Hines. They gave it to Ryan Hines and thing. And that probably could be my turning point in my career, because who to tell if I got the award and play for West Indies? Probably, you know, I would be here telling a different story tonight. So that was very disappointing. Every time I talk about it, it hurt me because I was denied. You know, even I didn't get picked for West Indies, right? I would love to have that award to basically look on along with the rest of my collection of trophies. So anyway, so move on. That was pretty sad. The manager said that he was going to write report and whatever it is. But I remember the man said, whatever decision I make here tonight, it's final. You cannot change. You know, team was quite upset about it. You know, because they know that I was the one who win the award. All right, so fast forward now, 99, decided that I'm going to join the army because I want to play cricket at the senior cup level, and I know JDF have a good cricket program, and I always want to become a soldier. So I said this is the perfect place. So 2000 I joined the army. 2001 I started playing back senior cup, right? Because it was basically 1 year, 2000, playing head cup, playing senior cup over the years, doing well, and and I didn't get that one time. Only one time I got the opportunity to go to trial, and it was the first year. And that 2001 was my first year playing for JDF, and that was the time that they called me to trials. All right, and from that, I never got a chance to go to a trials, even performing. As you know, even 1 year got the most runs in senior cup. I think was 679 runs.
Wow.
50 at average and 2 century and a 4.5 century. 2006 didn't not in a child. 04 520 something runs again. 14 the aggregate, no trials. And coming up several years, I got several wicket keeping award some of the time, the most dismissal, right? And never given the opportunity. So those things are very sad, because you don't have to pick me, but I think, at least will reward me for the performance in the league that you're selecting from. So those are very, and those things probably contribute to the cricket at the level of what the cricket is right now, because of those, and several injustices, and not only me, but some of the other players, but trust me, to receive an award for most runs and an award for leadership and don't get a child, I can't. I don't think nobody ever, despite a person getting raw deal, I don't think nothing beat that. Nothing beat that one. Trust me. No people don't know about this, but very sad.
So, Mel, to know that you're a cricketer who put in all the work, you work hard, you go out there, you perform well, you outshine the rest of people, and yet still when they call a group of players, you're looking at guys who don't have half the average that you have, can't keep as good as you, basically they can't bat like you, and your name is not there. How does that sit with you as a youngster at that time?
Yeah, man. As I say, it's very tough, man. Probably because why it probably never hurt me so much, because probably I was earning, like I'm basically, so I was getting salary in terms of the JDF, but it hurt me because I want to play for Jamaica. And my main aim to play for Jamaica and West Indies. So if I was probably wasn't working and using depending on the game to uplift my life, probably that hurt more. But the mere fact that I am earning a little salary through the JDF, it probably never so bad because I'm not depending on it slowly. But when you're looking at a youngster who not earning, don't have a job, all he's depending on is this to change his life, and to see that you're deprived of an opportunity. It probably could have affected another youngster mentally, because I probably cause that person to stop playing the game, because I've seen person stop playing the game because they didn't get a chance. Enough person stop playing the game because they think they're ready. They stop, pack up them bag, So, but I didn't stop. I continued to play, right through.
All right. I'm gonna weigh in with some of the guys weighing on this. Carlwright, I don't know if you hear this, but we know that there was a stigma, countryman. It looked like, not care we're good at country. Very few of us would have gotten to represent Jamaica. Few of them, Carlwright would be one man would have represent Jamaica, and we know Alvin Bent on the side there. If it wasn't for injury, I think Alvin Bent would have being one of the best West Indian bowler. But Cartwright, what do you think in terms of the politics? Here, Mel Wint, one of the better players. You know that Mel can bat and he can keep, because in following your footsteps, you step away and you were here in the USA. But Mel was back down there. And to see a youngster like that and not being able to get in Jamaica side, just tell us about that politics down there.
Well, Talon, you know, say for example, right? Like in today's society, you hear people talking about like discrimination. Discrimination not just today, you know, that discrimination was from back in those days, you know, because you was being discriminated because of your geographical background and where you come from. So basically, I wouldn't say people didn't like get deprived. We was being discriminated and hated against because, as Mel said, just one game or one opportunity can change your whole life, change your whole community, change your family. And these people who's from the rural area, they know that. Because back in the days, they didn't pick a person to select a team because they want them to do the job that the person can do. They put a person in position to do the job that they want them to do. So basically, we were all set up, you know, but you know, people have all different type of like different scenarios. Said that person didn't have the discipline. Okay, you have it. Say a person like me didn't have the discipline. So what about the man who have the discipline? Mel come out be a successful soldier. So you know what I said? It's not a coincidence. These people was put to deprive us of what rightfully ours. But you know, we just leave everything up to God because certain things society changed now and certain things now it's a little bit better, and God just used us as a generation to show the rest of people to come next that, you know, stuff like this, we don't tolerate them things, you know, because the same principle, Baga Miller can tell me, I used to do the same under 23 camp. Certain principles apply to us, don't apply to Townman. And it's hard to live like that. When you all are one unit and you live in the same place, and you have to abide by different rules from other people, no? So we was just like prisoners, you know, going up a town and try to make it, but you can't make it because the people them not gonna pick you.
All right. Personally, did you think that Mel merit playing for Jamaica at that time?
At least I give him the opportunity to play, even a trial. See what the man make out of. All right. One time, right? Wavell called me one time, right? And no, Wavell called Garrick one time. I made the right beside Garrick, you know. And Garrick said to Wavell, yo, Wavell, you say me and your friend, right? And you know, give me a trial, no? So Wavell said to him, said, no, manager said, no, you no trials because you're going to make runs and I'm going to pick you. You understand me, I say? So, Mel don't get a trial because they know I'm going to make runs.
All right,
and that is, they're put in a position not to pick you.
True, man, easier not to carry, you know?
Yo, tall man, me play for Jamaica, you know? Not because of my ability, you know? Because of Rohan can I stand up for me, you know? And fight for me.
Okay.
Yes, and not because of my ability when I play. Can I stand up for me? You understand? And Jimmy Adams to a lesser extent. And because I selector pick me, brother. And because of my performance and me, yeah, man, I said, no, you can't pick. I'm not pick team and come tonight. You understand me, I said?
You know, I'm going to pull the back, Cartwright. I know you remember this well, because it was in our era. I remember him, Ricardo Powell, the first season go up a trial. I think he make 160 yard.
Yeah.
And them not pick him. And the next season get picked.
Yeah. Because they want to pick you, that's when you're not in form. So they can't justify you not good enough as gone to them, you know? Yo, you know the reason why I didn't play for no town team? Then I read countryman, so I play FIFA.
All right. So if we're looking at the comment here, and that's why for our viewers, we like your comment because Alvin we just want to thank you for participating. See, Alvin said, yeah, true. When I became vice captain, that's how I knew how they operated and discuss and dismiss people in meetings. And this is true. This is why countryman and country you get so much fight. We'll go over to Baga because I know Conrad Miller is a good cricketer. Go town, travel up and down. And at that time, I think Baga could at least get a trial too. So, Baga, tell me what you think about this whole politics and the cricket.
Well, the same thing what Kang and Mel talk about a real thing because the same year when Mel make the most runs, 2 years, me get the most wicket. 40 had wicket. I think we play a level match. Melbourne got a final. I would win the same year. Me get the most wicket. And not even under 23 child, I never get the first year. JB and Robert Haynes from Kensington. And them fight for me. I'm going to try out. I think that year Darren play for Jamaica and play for West Indies. And at 23 Kang can tell you, I mean, lick everybody. We are playing against Jamaica big team. I mean, lick everybody. Still never get a Jamaica tryout. So when Mel and Kang talk about a real thing, brother, I remember say, I play for the man where we pick Jamaica team, Roddy Williams, and Melbourne. You hear what the man tell me, say? So the reason why I pick me, so I can't bowl all ball.
Yeah.
So they have a plan for you already, the whole body don't get.
But man, I talk about that, it ring a bell, because often over the years, people ask questions and I hear some comment. So even I think he was saying in my case, just that the camera spin, So those who play Senior Cup for years would have know one set about Senior Cup. Rest of our playing exaggerated. And the first 10 over, who play Senior Cup at all, say a spinner whole day, right? So how can a man make hundreds or make runs and you can't but spin? Everybody knows JDF love pace. Once they come and them play against JDF, they know that they come. You can't go pace to JDF, batsman. JDF love pace. So they use that. At one time, I hear so much things. They say that at one point they say me too old. At one point they say me not talk, like me antisocial. So there's enough things here. So as Miller say, the man in find all kind of things. Yeah,
all right. Tax and Wakar. We'll talk with Tax. What do you think about it and Mel Wint? Was it dealt with unfairly?
All right, now you hear me I say? Yeah, you hear me now, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. All right. Basically, I listen to what everybody's saying, Kang and Mel and everybody, and what I say is 100% true. But my input on that still, I personally think they actually gave up too early. You understand? One point that Mel hit on whereby he said that he earning a salary, so things wasn't that difficult for him. That's one of the things where most people actually walk away from the cricket at a younger age. Because imagine yourself at age 25 with all these talent and you decide that, okay, you're going to take a walk from cricket. All the people make them debut at even 29, 30. You understand? In a West Indies cricket. So because the countrymen them get discriminated because they wouldn't come from and all of that, and we feel so we don't really have the people in our country for really push away and stand up for winner, because sometimes the people in our country who involved them kind of close up their mouth more time, But we know because we have a little one job to put the money in our pocket because we don't get it from nowhere else. We decide to say, okay, all right, we'll take a walk. So majority of the time you find the people who elevate themselves to the top. But the one them when they really have a dollar coming in, where a cricket alone, they must depend on, so they must fight and they never give up. But me think we walk away too easy. That's what me think, Me think we give up on it too easy and too young. Because if them decide, okay, them not gonna pick certain man based on certain things, prove them wrong. At some point, they're gonna feel shame of themselves. So that's my little concern on the thing. We just feel like we don't just kind of give up too early and we take an early walk and make things so easy for them. What they want, we actually give them a chance to do it.
Well, Tax, I didn't.
My input on it. Yes, and
I didn't give up, I know I was playing in Kingston. I didn't give up. I years around 10 years in place in a cup of the JD. So I didn't give up. Whatever they do, I've just seen.
Other guys, mute your mic, guys. Anyone not talking, mute your mic. All right, Mel, continue.
No, I was just telling Tax that I didn't really give up, because as I played for around 10 years, for the JDF playing Senior Cup in Kingston. So not like I give up. So I'm just saying that probably why I didn't mad or stop play when cause enough person once him perform and didn't get a chance, and they stop, pack up them gears back, sell them gears and stop. I keep on performing, don't get a chance and still playing because I said before, JDF is winning, JDF is doing well, and we are winning competition, we are beating the national because we didn't have much national player, only Cuff and Medington normally play, right, at times. So we use that as a motivation in the army to beat up the West Indian players or the Jamaica players. And once they come to camp, we run on them neck. We have a lot of fast bowlers, run on them, and think we play aggressive cricket. So we use that. I use that as a motivation, But because of the salary now, it affect me mentally to know that all right, this is what I'm depending on to live off or to change my life. But I still play, The reason why I stopped play because of family situation. We are kind of pause.
All right. We don't want you to go down the family line yet, Malcolm. You have to come over this and have to take off everybody after that. That section that we have to make everybody go listening for the family life. And Wakar, we need you. You can unmute Wakar and weigh in on that.
The question was again.
The Jamaican, even if you want to look at it from a country standpoint, if you feel like the country youth have been given the equal opportunity as Kingstonian, or if Mel had gotten a tough deal.
I can track back as far as when Kamal and Mel had went to under 15. Mel, you come up there at the same time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. As far as I can remember with the national team, I'm not sure where my memory went when it comes to Mel playing for the under 19. Somehow I'm missing that gap where I didn't sure how the connection went when it comes to that part of the game. Honestly, I'm not sure what transpired there. Seems to be missing that area. I can remember Kunkang and Fox playing for the under 19 team, but somehow I didn't really connect. I don't know what happened there with when Mel was supposed to play. I didn't know how it went.
So the question is, do you think that Kingston players are given the same opportunity as country players, or country players given the same as Kingston players? However you want to look at it.
Okay. Let's make some comparison with where I'm living now. When it comes to Cayman, if you say, for instance, you should come and live in Cayman as you're living in the States, the people who are living in the Cayman would have been given the preference since they are their native country. They would have the contacts with the coach. They would have the memory. The government would support them more, and the team would get more support if they're playing the people who are more known by the bigger heads in the country. I think the same thing happened in any country where, as Kunkang talking about favoritism and stuff like that, the people who are known by the government and by the coaches, because friendship has a lot to do with any area of life, even if you're going to get a job. Sometimes it's not who you know, but who know you. And I think that plays out in the church, in sport, in politics, anywhere you tend to do business or sport, they're going to be who they know. And so, yes, it does affect. Yes, it will, because people will try to pick who they know and who their friend is. So definitely, you have to be really 150% better than the guy in Kingston to get to play. And Kunkang was like that. He was basically much better, so there was much choice for them to to get around that. And I think that's my view.
All right, thank you very much. So in wrapping up that section, I definitely I'll go back to our years of cricket. At that time, we had a very good bunch of cricketers with Kunkang and Denzel McKenzie and Sheldon and Fox. Those guys were way better than any other member from town. Trust me. You could put them at those times. You couldn't even put a Gale with Kunkang at those times. I'm just telling you straight out as a batsman. So when they make it, they were way better than Kingstonian. But when I look upon it, even from the bowling aspect, I remember even if a bowler, say Conroy, would have gone to Kingston and get a trial. Say the worst thing, them can't avoid calling you to the trials. When you go there, a pace bowler, understand they would basically give their Kingston bowlers the new ball. And what they do to the country spinner, they'll give them the ball when the ball is like still shine. And then them bring back now the country pace with an old ball. So that's why when I tell Conroy say can't bowl old ball, it's really like that. Them will give them Kingston pace the new ball so them look like them quick or whatever. When you get an old ball, you have to work with it. You know, man like Bent was just outside the norm. You know, he was just a fierce bowler, and you know we know they couldn't leave out Bent either. So a very few of our cricketers would be like that. Is that definitely you get a hard time once you're from the country. You're gonna get a tough time getting into Jamaica team. And I personally think this is not right. You know what they're doing to a youth, to a youngster. Their future could depend on it, and you know to know that you know they'll never pick you because you're from the country, or you know. Because they just need you to get a little injury or something happen. Just the other day I was talking to, you guys probably know Trooper. And I look at Trooper, I said, Trooper, you're one of the best cricketers come out of Jamaica lately, you know. And he was in the program and just an injury and never get another call back inside the program. And I see him here still playing, and you know, once you go to States, the basic of cricket never leave you. I see Trooper make 100 for 2 weeks ago here. And him still look like that schoolboy with all the correct strokes them, you know, he just walk into the wicket, you see a real cricketer. And yet still, you know, he was thrown to the side really. Put it that way. And I think that is many of our cricketers end up that way. So really and truly, you know, I think country cricketers get a hard deal in a Jamaica program. So guys, what I'm gonna do, you know, you can guys, if you wanna say a minute, say something to Mel before you leave, but we're gonna go into some family life and the JDF with Mel Wint. Just one quick minute before we close the program.
Yeah, man, blessing. I'm happy to see the man, them man. Me also know the faith before you're doing it all pace. So blessings to everyone, you know.
Respect,
yeah,
man.
Mel, big up yourself, calm. Big up yourself.
Yes, Father, respect, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man,
Yes,
blessings.
love you.
Good to see man, man. Good to see man, them man. Trust me.
Hey, gentlemen, I just want to say this, you know, that the cricket not stop it, you know. Remember, God is saying, behold, I make a new heaven and a new earth in a brethren. So, you getting yourself ready. This is the eternal thing, you know. This is not just for the earth, you know. The Bible says we're just passing through. So get ready, man. You get ready to meet the Lord when he comes, and we're ready to live again.
Yes, Father. Serious time.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, man.
Selassie.
Give thanks, come. Yes, my brother.
My boss. Right.
Let's
Right.
talk,
Yes, man. Me like that, you know?
All right, respect and really pleased that the man them take the time out to come and join the program with us. You know, it was a really a good afternoon. Like the chemistry, and we have a growth bigger. So just know that we're gonna put something together big for next year. Put it that way.
Tall man.
Yo.
Me not cut you still, but you remember Mel turn up in our shirt, eat.
Yes. We go Cape. Hey, come down. We go Cape here with the year. Pepsi. That's how you call it. Pepsi. Hey, Conroy. The man who look like front, look like a first man travel out, you know. I got the first man go Cape man. And when we are in front, I say, the Pepsi freedom and I put the Pepsi beside it.
You know, Tax, remember this, you know. Tax, you remember this when KFC first won Santa? Yo, maybe at first time I got KFC, the brother, we're gonna have 2 dumplings. Come on, I biscuit them, you know.
Yo, what do you mean, man?
Yo, man, show up in a black shirt, man. Eat.
Yeah, man, remember, man. See, I'm Otis a laugh out, you know. Otis over there watching, you know.
But that's why Otis. Yo, yeah, JB, look at film shirt. Look at my film shirt.
Hey, me again, come me again a joke before you go off, you know. And if all of the man ever play 97 cricket, must you talk about that year there? And now 96, 95. Yeah. I don't know if you remember this now, but this is a big joke. When we go there and we play, right? The night before, you know, Mongoose
Yeah, man. Remember the match?
Aunga, have a little boxing match.
Yeah.
Boxer Mango's coach and Bantan Aunga coach. So yeah,
I'm here, Coach Munga.
yeah, man. I Bantan now. But I go with it. So here Boxer tell Mango's if you push your head forward and drive back, when Unga come give an uppercut. Hey, you see Mango's gonna push your head. I don't know what Kunka tell him, but Unga give a thumb Hey, you know, don't understand. So Mango's I swell up and he come in. So we have like in the early morning we have a meeting overnight. JB and Maka. I don't know Maka play football.
Yeah,
Maka didn't know go on.
Everton Brown.
So Maka come in the meeting and JB attack and all. Maka is a smile and laugh and say, I said, JB, look at Mango's. Mango's are like glass. JB say, yo, take off the glass then. You said Mango's take off his sweat. So JB say, okay, you're home tomorrow morning.
No, man, JB say no. JB say, you are going back tomorrow. You are going back.
Yeah, man. You got back man. Remember, man.
Yo.
JB, wicked man.
But, you know, it's all joke at STETHS, man. The family, we really love it. And we want to keep it together, you know? So, your time tax.
Yeah, for real. Big up on yourself, Mel. Big up yourself, yes. Enough respect.
Yeah, tax. I never believe me, man. Yeah.
Represent. Tall man, big up your ass, because this couldn't happen without you, sir. It couldn't happen without you. And we really respect the movement where you make, sir. Kunka.
Where are you dealing? Come on, Jamaica, you know,
man.
My youth, you say, come on, Jamaica, you know,
Bagamila.
Bless up yourself, brother.
You don't know a long time. Big up yourself same way. And Waka, go and take it easy, sir. Big up. Enough respect to everybody, man. Big up the STETHS family same way. And keep up the good work, time, man.
Yeah, man, respect.
Remember when we just come at STETHS and sit tall face, you know, I say blouse and skirt. I tallest man this way ever seen, man. As a little man, we ever feel afraid.
My God,
as tall face pull me in, man, as a little youth and show me the ropes and we feel protected afterward and know being a good hand rasta, because Jano, it never easy if you as a little man like me at age 12 come in and remember during them time there, you know, I think in 97. Me is not a member of the squad, you know, but every match me did there, you know. I mean, I have white clothes, you know. Kung they now left me out, you know, man. Every match I ask for tax there, you know. And
yeah, man, that's true, man.
Yeah, man, as a little youth, man, me did them, man, and they now, you know, miss that even one match I miss me. Before some have kept miss class, I Kung and talk years, they now left me. And me respect all of that, man. Them things that them memories I will live on.
You know what, Tax?
Big up on yourself, Tax.
Yeah, man, Kung. Tax was the cleanest on the grass. Remember, we used to play some wrong stroke. Clean.
You're a man wrong stroke in the hallway, man.
Clean.
King grass.
Yeah, it's clean, man.
King grass, man.
Anyway, guys, it was fun. So, you know, you're going to take that one. So, look more and big up on yourself.
Yeah, man.
All right. All right, Mel, we're back on the stream. I hope you enjoy bringing back some of your...
We find them on there.
Oh, yourself, man. We have the link. So, you know, as a captain, we couldn't really have a show without you and bring back some of the, you know, some of the youth that will play along with you. Just so, show that we respect you and everything. So, we're going to run, because since we're there a long time, we never talk to a statesman and it's done quick, you know. But, Mel Wint, we want to know now, JDF, because you left STETHS, you went into the JDF. I know it is very challenging to get into the JDF. You know, easier to get in at police force than it is to get into the army. Can you just tell us how did that come about? How did you get into JDF?
All right, so back in those days, from time to time, you'd have the recruiting drive where you see it in the Gleaner advertising that they have a recruiting drive. It's the location that they will be going. So those days, you say like they go Mandeville, Montego Bay, St. Mary, all of the GGR camps, right? Reserve camps that we normally do the test. So I saw this ads and I must give thanks to Boost, you know. I have to give thanks to Boost. at Oliver Bruce.
Yeah, man, we have to big up Bruce.
Because I saw the ads and somebody mislead me saying that because it was a reserve thing. So somebody mislead me that hey, that's not so that thing, man. I'm not joke and I really saw that thing that. And I was okay, well, no longer interested. And trust me, Bruce was passing. Bruce was in the army and Bruce had to pass my house to go to his house. Bruce was passing and Bruce stopped and said to me, you know, come and do the test. And I said, no, man, a reserve man. And I explained to me, say, it's an army CMA, but it's a reserve part. And I said, all right. And the night before, I get everything down, man, and go to Mandeville to do the test. You know, the written test. At those time you have to read first, you do, mental ability, you do maths, you do English, and you get the result same time, whole day process. So I did the test and pass. And when I pass the test now, you're supposed to wait for a call now to do medicals and stuff like that. So while I was waiting, I went to town to award ceremony. I played for St. Elizabeth. I received an award, wicket keeping award, most dismissal. So when I went to that function and collect my award, and I met Mr. Brown. He was Captain Brown at the time. He retired, Major Brown. He was a cricket officer or the captain of the team. So somebody introduced me to him and said that for some reason I told that I did the test. And when he found out I did the test and I received the award, it's like he was saying, wow, this is good, And he gave me around 3 numbers, man. I say, hey, make sure you call me, And from there, he was the one basically instrumental because he was the one who started everything in terms of ensuring that I did the medical and thing. And Bruce again now, Oliver Bruce now, I used to train with the JDF team basically as a civilian, go in camp, sleep in the camp, train with the team in preparation to play Senior Cup in January 2000, January 2000. But that didn't materialize. 1 week, the same week Senior Cup was start, same week I got called to start training. So all of I was kind of disappointed in the fact that yes, prepared to play Senior Cup, just fresh out of youth cricket, want to play Senior Cup now, want to make my mark now to make the Jamaica team because just play youth cricket and fresh and So went to train in 2000. So the entire 2000 season I didn't play any cricket. Basically training and 2001 I started back playing for the JDF. So that's where I started. And again, cricket again. Because if it wasn't for cricket, I wouldn't met Major Brown, retired Major Brown now. And if it wasn't for cricket, I wouldn't, receive a call to do medical and, because up to now I don't get a call from the JDF, back in those days, phone wasn't so prevalent,
Okay, so with you going to JDF, we know JDF, the Jamaica Defense Force, basically discipline. We know that much. But would you tell us one vital lesson that being a part or a member of the Jamaica Defense Force would have taught you, that would have helped in your everyday life?
Well, yeah, the army basically is the only thing I know, I don't know nothing more than the army. Because, this is the only job, right? First and only job, right? But army is a place, the institution that develop your mental capacity. You have to be very strong, and I think that's one of the things that it developed me personally, mental strength. Discipline wasn't a problem. I wasn't have a problem with discipline, so it was easy. It wasn't difficult for me where discipline is concerned. But in terms of mental strength and get me tough mentally, because I grew up pretty soft. Grew up basically in sheltered, so to speak. So growing up, going the army now kind of exposed me to more rigid stuff and mental strength. And it helps a lot. It basically take care of everything, even on the cricket field.
We're happy for that, that you had actually gone into there, because I know you personally, and I would say that you were just a easygoing person, just like I was at States, That's a soft and easygoing. Nobody
Yeah,
really hear your mouth if they not hear your mouth.
yeah, man.
So
Same way.
probably you going into the army have done a lot for you personally.
Yeah, man.
Mel Wint, say we have youngsters coming out of school just like you, probably talented just like you. And they want to go into the army. What would you say to such youth, in terms of the whole process and the mindset?
Well, I would recommend any youngster, all right, any youngster who want to improve their life. It's a very good foundation, very good stepping stone, right? Um, teach you a lot of opportunities is in the army right now. To join the army, you just have to apply online. You apply the JDF, jdfmill.org. Go on the website, you apply, fill out the application. Once you get a confirmation that your application um, went through, you just wait on a call. They will call you to do the test. You have to do maths and English and general knowledge. If you have maths and English in CXC, you don't have to do the maths and English test. You just do the general knowledge. And once you're medical, once they check all the medical in terms of the medical test that they do, and you're okay, you pretty much just wait out for our next thing, physical. We have a physical test that my department deals that part. We conduct the physical test portion of the recruiting process. You have to ensure that you're fit. So you have to do a little simple little test, a few miles and a few 1 mile or so, and some push up and sit up and squat. Basically basic stuff where So pretty much that's it. So it's a good organization. As I said before, this is army is what basically I accomplish everything that I have accomplished is through army, cricket, and my wife. Basically, those three things are basically what helped me to be where I'm at right now.
All right. With that Mel Wint, I was gonna go down there with the family life. We can basically see, for your Facebook page, you don't share and everything, but we can see that you have, very good family life going on there, and just learning that you've been married to a Stetsonian. Could you kind of walk us through this little journey, and if you want to tell us anything about the relationship, how long, and how you guys met and so forth, This is a love story.
It's a long time, a long time we know each other. So it started from around 2002 thereabout. I know her from sketch in terms of see her around the school, but I don't really I was in 11th grade and she was 7th grade. I didn't know her face. I go and talk to her. So in the army, I was a young soldier, probably around a year or two in the service. Saw her in the town. She was going Black River, upper 6 at the time, and show a few words and trust me, to be honest, she kind of tricked me a few times because every time it was a meetup, in Santa Cruz, she never turn up or can't get her up on her phone or but we never give up, till she finally give in and say, all right, we're gonna have a little date. First date, I can't remember clearly, done by Manners, the first link up, so from there in 2002 she finished upper 6, went on to university and finished university and we got married, I was 7. So yeah, man. So it's a test pass student, and so basically she should have been by my side right throughout achieving, because when I met her, basically just not having much, young soldier not having much. Basically, I was walking. I remember in those days she used to come by my house in Oxford, take taxi together, and I will take taxi. She would probably take taxi to my house, but I will take taxi to Santa Cruz to take her to Santa Cruz and then come back from Santa Cruz to Knoxwood. So
Why you're in love?
yeah, man. Corey can't tell about it, man. Cause up Corey where she come from, Yeah, man.
Why? It seems like Corey involved in every part of your life.
Man,
We have to
Corey
give it up
involved.
to your true friend.
When I get my first kiss, man, me run from up the road, come tell Corey, say, Corey, me get my first kiss. Run from up the road, man, come down, man, cause nearby, run, come down. I tell her, the boy, Corey, get my first kiss now, boss. I said, what? You're gonna lead now, man. Yeah, man.
Why, Corey, we have to say you're a real friend, we have to really shout out Corey, man. Darwin Russell, good boy,
Yeah, man.
And now, Mel, how many kids you have now? 'Cause I think you have a set of twin, right?
Yeah, man, 2. A twin, Only 2, 2 girls.
All right, so I just really wanna say big up to your wife, and I say behind every good man, every strong man, every accomplished man, there's always a strong and a positive woman behind them. It's not us. It's a lady that we're with who really helped to guide us along the way. And we just wanna give a big shout out to you, Mrs. Wint, for grooming you. And Mel, you say everything that you have achieved is through her. So just gonna move quickly now, knowing that you're now an entrepreneur. In that I see some shipping, if I wanna ship to Jamaica, it's Mel Wint. So just tell us more about your business and where you're located, how we can find you, where you're shipping from. Anything you have going on, let us know.
All right. So basically, I'm trying to create a alternative where if when that times come where I want to probably leave the army or when my time expire in the army, I want to have something to do. All right. So I normally this business startup, I normally buy things online and people always ask me to buy things for them, and just give them money to buy things for them. So I said to myself, I wonder if I should try this thing, open a start a courier service business. So I decided that one day I just get up. She can tell her, Nelly, she can tell her. Just get up and one day say I'm gonna do this, and try it. I try the idea and the realization came about in around a month or 2, if so much, to be honest. So it's a courier service business. The name of the business is Menel Couriers, right? What we do, we just like any other shipping and the courier service in Jamaica, where we ship things from Florida or warehouses in Florida. You can buy your stuff from Amazon, eBay, anywhere across the world, shipped to my courier service, right? As I said before, Menel Couriers, that's the name of the courier service. Shipped to us, right? We get it to Jamaica, right? And we just charge based on the pound, right? We ship anything you can think of. We do barrels and stuff like that. So once you're in Florida, those person were in Florida or warehouse in Florida, so we ship barrels and anything you can think of. No matter cause we have the large stuff we ship on the transport and the ship, right? So anything, fridge, stove, barrel, anything you can think of, we ship it. So we don't have any. We were working at a warehouse in New York, but for now, is in Florida and in Canada. We have a location in Canada where people can ship from Canada to Jamaica and also from Florida to Jamaica, right? So those persons in Jamaica, once if you don't have a credit card, right, or you're not familiar with shopping online, you just contact us. We can just talk to us in terms of what you want, right? We will source it for you in terms of look on the website and look on the internet, see what you want, and we send it back to you and say this is what you want. We confirm and we can buy it for you. Once you give us the money in our account, we buy it for you. We get it here. We deliver. We don't have at present we don't have a location, a firm base. What we do is basically deliver to you, right? In St. Elizabeth, customers them deliver mostly on weekends. In the corporate area, I deliver during the week. So basically it's around a young business. It starts around 3 months now, and we are trying to build our some more our client base. So we're looking for a support for those persons who are watching or listening. Would like to like your support. Tom, I'm not hearing you. You're mute. You might mute.
Yeah, so sorry about that. What I want you to do is to put in your link inside. Once we finish here, you can type in your link inside the chat, and we'll put it to the top. So anybody just know that if you need to ship anything outside of Canada and the USA down here in Florida. So I'm close to you, Mel Wint, in terms of your place of where you ship from, and those over in Canada. Where exactly in Canada you say again, Mel?
So once you sign up, we to sign. I don't see where the chat to put in.
No, it's okay. We'll put it after.
So the website is minelcouriers.com, right? So once you sign up, you will get the Florida shipping address. But once you want to ship from Canada, right, you just contact us and we will give you the shipping address from Canada. But once you sign up, once you register, you get an automatic you get the 2 automatic email of the address in Florida. It's an automatic thing. Once you sign up on the website and sign up, you get the 2 address.
All right, Mel Wint. In closing, because we know we could go on and talk forever. Even Garrett wanted to come on, but I saw that message late in terms that it wasn't spelled properly. So I thought, these smartphones think they're smarter than us. Sometimes just send some stuff. I think he was saying laugh out loud, but it was join. But Garrett, just know that we're gonna have something even bigger than this, where we're gonna get all the cricketers on board. We're gonna put together basically I'd say honoring Junior Bennett and even Dr. Bennett. And I think about also Dr. Little in terms of the cricket and what they have done for cricket and a whole at STETHS. We're gonna be planning something big for next year. So you guys just keep the link, and we're gonna continue to add members to this. So just be a part of this program. Together we rise, building our nation platform. You can find us on YouTube and Facebook. Subscribe, because we bring on all people from all walks of life. But STETHS is my alma mater. If somebody's from STETHS who have a good story, who can motivate, inspire, and educate, definitely, I'm gonna bring you on the show. All right. So I hope this is Garrett coming in. Brother Sar. Who is Brother Sar? Let me add back Brother Sar and see who. Oh, he coming late, but 1 second there, Mel.
Wakar,
you come back in.
No man, I just made a check in. I didn't know you can see me. I thought I was just listening.
No hide. All right then, Wakar. All right. So with that, we wanna keep this platform going. All right, Garrett. If you check your messenger, I sent you a message in Messenger. Just join from that link. And we just wanna big up Garrett. Garrett was a member of that 1996, 97. Come over from Monroe. I remember my first match against Garrett, Mel. Yeah. Was Garrett and my brother. My brother captain Monroe team. And in the community we used to bet. And he was that Monroe, that's a rivalry again, Monroe and STETHS. Yeah, big rivalry. I'm gonna beat up my team, and of course I'm gonna beat up STETHS. I say you must be sick in your head. My brother is a very good bat. And I tell you, they come down by STETHS, man. I get 6 wickets for about 6 runs. Garrett is the only man that made the 6 runs, That I play against Dad and
stubborn
my brother and a little youth name. What name again, man? I can't remember his name right now, but in that state of the wicket the whole day. And my brother, 1 ball LBW. Man, him holla.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that was my one of my first year, under 16. Done Monroe side, man. That was first with Garrett. And
Yeah,
then
man.
Garrett come in as States and very very good left-hander. Even
Stubborn, man.
intercollegiate Garrett come beat up my team, Michael.
Yeah. Oh, me join. I'm join.
Yeah, well, Garrett, just hit the link and come in on the link. Just once I send you the link, just touch on it and it take you right in. Yep, so that's it. But if you don't get in, we'll bring you in another time. So Mel, really and truly, I just wanted to give us a quick roundup of, as you say, cricket as a journey for you. What cricket really meant for Mel Wint, from a youth to know that you can sit back and watch the game.
Before you touch the cricket, remember, next thing probably most people know, apart from the business, I'm a trainer also in the fitness industry, So in terms of any team training or anything like that, or personal training, anything, I'm a professional. Or that's a professional. I'm certified physical trainer, So just need to make the platform know that also,
Yeah, and you do personal. If somebody wanna work out, a personal coach, because we know this is exercise is very important. It's a key ingredient in our longevity. How long we live, exercise have to be a part of your daily routine. So if somebody out there who probably just wanna lose some weight and have struggle, are you able to take on a personal one-on-one too?
Yeah, man. Once so all depends on situation. Once the time ideal, where my schedule is concerned and the person schedule, we can arrange something. Can arrange something.
All right, we have a proposal, Mel. I think there's ways that you can, go forward even bigger with this personal trainer, because that is something that is needed out there, and people don't know it. I'm a nurse, and I say exercise is crucial. It is of para importance. The way we eat, our diet, our lifestyle, and basically the exercise. Can't stress it enough. Because if you look back now, for those who play some form of sports, and you physically look at them, you can see a difference, unless somebody is just working out and keeping up. But you can see the difference that exercise does to a person's body. And with that, I want to big up Andre Myers, another one of my under 16, far in P, and shout out to Richie. Anyway, Richie there. Big him up. Yeah, Mel, so you can go ahead.
Yeah, back to the question now. But repeat the question again, Talman.
Yeah, I just want you basically round up what cricket meant to you as a youngster growing up to this point where you can relax and watch the game.
Boy, I tell you, cricket is everything, Talman. I tell you, cricket is everything. Cricket is my true love, in terms of, up to this day, still love the game same way. Watch it. My wife can tell you, I hardly watch movie. I once cricketer play a cricket, So I love the game, love watch it. A long time I don't play. If I get the chance, and I will still play, but a long time I don't play. But it meant a lot to me. As I said before, it is what basically gave me everything. I want to share this with you. In the army, most person probably don't know me back in those days, but like for some reason I just introduce myself, or they hear the name and say, "Oh, your name, sir?" Just because they hear the name over the radio or the TV and on a weekly basis, but they don't know the face. So I'm just saying. So whenever I go somewhere now and want a little favor, and they say, "Who are you?" And I call my name, and I say, "Oh, your name Mel Wint, your name you're the JDF, and you make runs, stuff like that." So that will allow me to get my way, around look easier because of the sport. And on the road, police, several occasions, police take my license. Mel Wint, you used to live in JDF. They don't know me, but they hear the name. So I'm just saying that to say this, that cricket is what basically it does so much for me. And I said before, it take me to places, right? First 2 times I have traveled outside the country is because of cricket. So that is why I will never be ungrateful to the game, right? So in whatever chance or whatever aspect I can, to give back, I'll always give back because as I said, this is what give me everything. Even some way, it contribute some way. Because never the cricket, I wouldn't join the army, right? Some of the things, my popularity, right, in the army is basically first is cricket. Playing sport for the JDF is what Now I'm known for other things now, but back in those days, is cricket basically up until this day. Who the oldest of the soldiers know me for through cricket. So that is why it means a lot to me. It means a lot to me, and I will always love the game. If I start to watch West Indies cricket now, but that's another story, another platform. But I tuned into the World Cup, which is not so good. But
I'm gonna let you go down there in a minute, because that's the next question I was gonna ask you, is to just give us a roundup of what is happening in West Indies and West Indies cricket. We know that we have some talented cricketer, but we are not performing, and it hurts our heart when we are in a World Cup and I've talked to a lot of West Indian, and they're not supporting West Indies to win it or anything. It's like they're looking at another team to see who else may look like they may take home this. Before once West Indies put up a team, we are say, yeah, we are back West Indies this season. I think a lot of people kind of draw back or just don't even know how to put up them hand. They say, boy, I'm with the West Indies.
Well, West Indies cricket is a lot of things, contribute to this stage right now. Enough things. One of the things is the insularity. Several wasted talent, didn't get the opportunity, So those players could have made a difference. So that one thing contribute to the game. Enough players didn't get the opportunity to play for Jamaica or West Indies. Next thing, I don't think the commitment. The players are not committed to the cricket like back in the days. Basically, it's like they're not playing the game with any form of loyalty, right? Or as much loyalty, as the past players. You play for STETHS. It's like you're giving your all, right? Because you know what is at stake. You know the history. You know the reputation. You know the basically reputation that STETHS cricket you have to live up to. So you play the cricket with so much heart and pride and effort. These players now they don't understand the history, they don't understand the legacy, right? They're just playing basically for can't kill them. We cannot kill them, but they're basically playing the cricket for like a job. They don't play the cricket in the heart, right? So whatever, and the next thing contribute actually is the work ethic. If you look at our players, you can see that they are professional athletes and they don't look that way. They are overweight. You cannot play at that level, right? And you're looking overweight. Everybody look well fit and well built. Our players they have big belly and they're overweight. They cannot be an international elite athlete, right? And from you look like that, that means you're not. You don't take your job serious, right? You don't take your job serious. If you know that, all right, they need to lose the weight, they need to get fit, right? Because in order for you to get fit, sport. The fitter you are, the more you're going to perform. The better you're going to perform, most naturally. Less injury, you're more alert, you do greater things. So a lot of things contribute to it. Not one thing, the administration is another thing. Look at what's happening in Jamaica now. They're not making an effort to play any form of cricket. And every sport is the SDC play. And we cannot play, the parish cricket cannot play, and SDC can play. SDC play there. So just look at and football, football play. Premier League play a short version of Premier League, and football is a contact sport. Right? And we don't play Senior Cup for 2 years now. And contact sport can play. Champs can keep. So you see, the administration also contribute to the what is happening also. Management, selection, selectors, everything, a lot of things going wrong, tall man. Trust me. Look at that. Finally come in.
Welcome to the platform, Mr. Garrett Gordon.
Good
Finally.
afternoon, gentlemen.
Garrett,
Wagwan youth.
Darby,
you are there.
boy, you tell you every day I struggle to come for the program for earlier. I tell you, when you see all the great coming, the great cat. Oh, God Almighty. I truly don't understand what I want, man. Memories, eh?
Yeah, man, memories, man, deep memories.
Mel Wint,
There,
you're
brother.
a real big man now, you know.
Tell him, man. Tell him, man.
Yeah,
Life.
man. All of those guys were my junior too, you know. Me and Kang did around about the same time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, and we had a lot of memories. Mel couldn't catch a ball. Yes. He couldn't catch a ball in the beginning. Trust me.
You have grown a lot, man.
Oh, God have his mercy, man. You wouldn't understand, man. You know, I'm feeling was the boy, Mel make all the under 15 and no time. No time, you know.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, man. Boy, I'm really very nostalgic. Let me see everybody, brother.
They bring back memories, man.
You know, man. Trust me.
Yeah, man, I'll Kang, oh God. A long time I don't see Kang, you know. From he left school, me not see Kang, you know.
Yeah.
And about, hold on. If me see Kang one time enough, me I tell you the truth. John, me say, remember that you were displaying a match down at Cheapside or something, and me see Kang play. And they highlight the match and Kang me back, me I tell you, say, trust me, the tears come me eye.
Yeah, man. Cartwright, one of the best.
I have never seen nobody like Cartwright. Remember me tell you that.
You know that match is the broadcast, Garrett. I see Popo, you know, because Popo play for the next team. And
yeah, I saw that too. Yeah.
So I said to Popo, you know, say Kunkang will take this like a practice. And Popo might try running from down a little fence, you know.
Yeah, man.
Mel Popo running, you know. And me say Kunkang walk down the track and slap the man over the bamboo for 6.
Yes, man. Trust me, there is nobody like Kang Ball. And I bravest man ever see feels anything in a brother.
Yeah, man.
And just as I mean, say, the golf ball, Lord God have his mercy. The man just put all the man had on, you know, not even pat the man up on sometimes, you know, just the tips then, the little marker back, and the helmet. That's it.
Yeah, man.
And you show them for the whole hanging. And about asking him a little far, you know.
Man, last year I golf ball, man.
Oh, yes, man. I remember innings with Kang, when they play Parish under 19. Or them call it now Kingston War or something like that. Under 19. And then we go St. Catherine. We play against St. Kunga. We play 3 match. And Kung make century like 3 match.
Yeah, man, remember the match.
We play against Manchester. With Ricardo Powell make Cynthia that match. Me not the field and me play Powell never lick none to me, you know, because man they are striking too, you know. Yeah. But when Kang go back that year, 123 Kang make it up. You see the next week, Kang was saying catching, you know. What the brother name? Bantan?
I think Dwight Mills.
Yes. I think that Bantan then they call him.
Yeah, man. Dwight Mills. Fast, man.
Dwight Mills, they are showing them them time, you know, brother. I mean, I tell you, no, go lost ball, you know. Don't say catching this, you know. Me say, Kang play a cover drive. Me I tell you, if grass is there, burn it up. 100 hard, you know. Those 3 innings were so memorable to me. Me, they put it on, say, boy, no school boy, they better than Kang. None.
One of the greatest.
Schoolboy.
One of the greatest.
No schoolboy. I mean, boy, I'm really happy to see the man, you know. God knows, I mean, it's so nostalgic and the great Mel Wint.
Well, guess what? Garrett, why you give a round up on Mel Wint, you know, the youngster will come in as this. Can you come on the way on? Put it that way.
Yeah, well, as me there say, when the first time he see Mel, you know, I see Mel couldn't catch a ball. And just straight up and the improvement that Mel trust me, one thing you have to say about Mel. Mel never miss training. I tell you that. Mel never miss training, you know. Guaranteed, whether if you know him do nothing to leave him, you see Mel. That is one you can give to Mel and the great back drive. Oh God have mercy, man. The great back drive.
Yeah, man.
Trust me, that was so memorable. Nobody could have back drive like him, brother. And the dedication he showed over the years is a true testament of what he's reaping in his life now. I mean, when you're dedicated and to everything that you do, and discipline, which he has stressed and which he even improve upon. As you said, we never had problem with Mel overall. Mel never had, he has never had much problem as a senior man to him. So I mean, Mel is always going to reach success, always, you know. And I really need to get the link, Mel, to support the business.
Yeah, man.
Because I too made the right thing on the computer and I look some things which I see we can acquire. And if you give me the link, I'll probably in discussion with you.
Yeah, well, that's someone. Link up, man.
Yeah, man. So, and I appreciate the platform. Talk here enough time we can tune in to your match. Them even over in Florida. I mean, I said, boy, you know, my mother lives in West Palm. I mean, I said, boy, anytime we visit again, we go find Talby. Yeah, if I do so. If I do one bat,
we have a game for you, man. I don't know if you remember Mike when you beat my little case side, sir.
Yeah, man. Hey, let me tell you something. That was one of my favorite matches. I mean, 50 and not 20 and ball, you know, man. 50 and not 20 and one court was back there, man. As you put it on it down.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. That match was memorable too. Also, I played one at night for similar innings, 50 and not one more 16 ball. Trust me, in teams, we reached the first century. You know, it's unfortunate my development keeps so late. You know.
You spent too much years as a man, Roman.
Yeah, that was part of it totally. We spent too much years as a man, and my development came very, very late. Remember, the second season I helicopter, you know, me about it coming first 2 match made 50, you know. And come the 100 hard, you know.
Yeah, man. Hey, tall man. JB, remember the man, you know, man. JB prophesize the man, you know. It's a Garrett. Leave football alone.
Yeah, man. The ball football
alone. You can't play football. You trust me. Continue. Your foot go broke.
Remember, man.
Yeah, man. The man prophesied, man. So said, so done, like
broke in school, man. You could have stand over.
Yeah, man.
You man foot blocking, man.
You end up on the bleacher to Mel when you hear it.
Yeah, man.
They pop in the back.
Yeah, man. Trust me, Jerry. Did one, you know, to the one thing. I say you can't play ball, man. You have to go play ball. I mean, I play on 16%. I was playing on 16%, you know. Kasha senior. Yeah. But I mean, it's got to go to JB and tell JB, he said, boy, JB, I even go and play for you under 16 football. He said, you can't play ball, you know. So he said, let it alone. Then you tell me, say, boy, like Gamo, man, like Gamo, Shetland Garden, the man, they are baller. You see me? And he said, we will allow that, left that alone. And the man said, him go more for me, man.
Yeah, dangerous man.
Dangerous man. Everything you tell you, take it in. Trust me, you need to take it in. Everything he said. And Mel even talking about cricket overall. Cricket overall has taught us so much about life. JB himself even he talk about it on a regular basis. I will tell you about one little scenario. We were playing a practice match before season. And we get the captaincy just for that particular match. I don't remember what happened to Kang or them guys, but we get captain the match and a man sky a ball. And it's son get from me and we kind of drop the catch. And JD, I have the talk. And, you know, me I find an excuse to say, boy, JD, the son in me, you know, the man just look on me and say, take down the son, man.
Yeah.
Take down the son.
Team thought that man.
You see, as a little dude, when somebody said that to you at the time, you're not really telling what it really means, you know. But I have learned, I have taken that statement now to mean at the time, to mean what he means, that in every circumstances, you have to deal with it, no care how difficult it is. Is that if the sun in the eye, you have to find a way to catch a ball. That's essentially what me I say.
Yeah,
so life on a whole will provide its difficulties, but you have to find a way to deal with it.
Yeah, man. See so.
So even from that cricket experience, it is a life lesson that you can carry on with you to say, look, this is not a way to give up. You have to find a way to deal with any challenge you're dealing with.
Yeah, man.
In life.
Life, you know?
Yeah, man, it is a true reflection of life.
Yeah, man.
Trust me.
Cricket.
It is a real reflection. If you train hard, you get the rewards for it. Trust me. If you dedicate yourself, you get the reward. If you don't do it, dedication, you're not going to get the reward. It's as simple as it is.
Simple as that.
You understand? But I really appreciate the link, brother. And it's very nostalgic, and I kind of even feel emotional right now.
Yeah, man.
Even seeing the man and but you know, kind of all person, we don't really like to link up. But, you know, although I had to go St. Elizabeth again, because I kind of based in a town most of the time. But I would really love with this COVID thing. I hope it can finish or we can start open back the place and do what we're supposed to do.
All right, Garrett. So let me tell you something. We have to plan something for JB. We have started. We're gonna work with Uno in Jamaica. It's gonna be a big thing. Put it that way. Kumkang him to them, I talk to Kumkang. Kumkang say we have a match. We have some match. So if it's over, Mel, you have to your side. Me look for your team today, Mel, and it look like that team that still could enter that tournament, you know.
It's so hard going, man.
I cannot be left out in the ball. I have to be a part of that.
Then we don't have to play against Mel side. We have left Mel with the 98, 99 side. We have to play with Kumkang. We have Kumkang and Gamwan and Fox and Omira them. And then
that's a question I want to Crampy.
You know, I want to talk to and them said Crampy. Somebody said give me Crampy number.
Okay, a long time, man. You know, me one time with a bumper.
But anyway, Mel Wint, we know so we take a lot of your time, you know, but as we say, whenever
sorry about that, but boy,
no man, you're good man. We know when statesman come together, it can be a minute or 2 minutes, or, you know, see that we almost gone 3 hours and it come like we just start talk.
Yeah,
so really, me want just say respect, Mel, to take your time out of your Sunday evening for your wife and your kids, them to come on the platform and really just share your experience and your journey. And so, you know, we have to support the business and each one tell the other. You know?
Yeah, for sure, man. Just I don't know, can I post my number here? Man, can you
text someone, check a message, man. May I chat for messenger, man? You text a messenger.
Oh, all right, no boss. No worries.
You trust this man that I use the messenger, Garrett?
Maybe, you know, so if you tell you the honest truth, I don't really use Facebook Messenger so much, you know. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't use it. Maybe I have to go download it.
Oh. No, it out there, man. Somebody, it open. So I'm saying you get a response, so I say more likely something go on.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say, boy.
Guess what? All right, guess what you do, Garrett?
Post him.
Find a way to send me a messenger even for 1 minute, and I will get the number because we have create some groups.
All right, no problem. Mel, all the best, my brother. And we'll show the link up.
Yeah, man, but the website is minelcouriers.com. If you don't get the message from messenger, Minel Couriers, MENEL couriers.com.
Okay, all right.
Come and take some message.
I will show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Garrett, thanks for jumping in and share your thoughts and why the memory. We'll go back far. Yes, Mel. So you know, really just wanna say we appreciate you taking the time out, boss, to be here with us. You know, we have watched you over the years. You have grown in the cricket, as you say. You get some raw deal, as Manda said. You get some raw deal. Yeah. You put in the work, but the people who are at the top who really should have give you a check mark, really just kind of ignore your work, you know, and put it to the bottom, but we know the work where you put in. And we give thanks for the army in terms of the person you have become, the maturity, the lessons where you probably learn inside of there. And we give thanks to your wife, you know, who is right beside you through the years, you know, the kids and the family. You ask the blessing over you and the family right through. And all of the men that will come on tonight and join the STETHS family, boss, respect and honor STETHS work and integrity every time, every minute, every second. And wherever we go, we always have a big family. And Mel Wint, tonight, I think you draw out a lot of the STETHS on them, you know. And you know, it was a pleasure.
Yeah, Tal, man. As I said before, I just thought I want to. It's a very wonderful feeling, and I'm happy that you gave me the opportunity to come on this platform. I consider this platform as a prestigious platform because I see some great people before me coming on the platform. So to be on the platform is a privilege for me, and I must say I'm grateful for the opportunity, and I must thank you again, right? To you allow me to see some person that I've never seen probably over 20 years. I don't remember seeing Wakar after leaving high school. So you bring back some link up, you know, which is good. All right. And I must say thank you very much again, boss. A good link up, and with a pleasure. You know, with a real pleasure. You know, and I will continue to support the program and the platform, you know, and keep up the good work. You know, it's a good platform. It's a very good system that you have here, you know, and I'm looking forward for this thing to get bigger and wider. Keep up the community and keep us, you know, it might look simple, but when you go out there and give a look at community, both in USA or both local in Jamaica here, it's a very good, because even there when I broadcast a match with Kung Kang, you know, it's a very good little link up, you know, because I see some people and you see Kanga Bata and you see Paula Bowl and a nice little link up. So it might look simple to you, I might, you know, but the community, the man who love cricket and you know, love with fellow cricketers and with schoolmates. It's a very good link up, and keep up the good work. Yeah, keep it up, you know, and thank you very much again, boss. Yeah, man. And we link, you know.
Yeah, man. Really so another part of the package, we have to add you to the group because you know I managed to pull together basically your team, 98, 99. So we just did now, you know, the few of them will come on. Some of them just couldn't make it. But I have a group will add you so you can get all of the link and the number of them. You know, the group is not to just come and chick chat, you know, nonsense. You know, man, nobody blow up them phones. So members in the group just know that, you know, it's just a link up. We can talk offline. But you know, some people are like them phone I go ping 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 pong. But you know, all the numbers will be there. You can take a number and link a Bridget.
Yes,
and keep it real.
Yes, man. Respect.
Yeah, man. Blessings.
Yeah, man. Respect. Yeah, man. Guidance.